And we are live. Welcome back to another episode of Open Field. I'm here with Hefe and Michael. Early Riddell will probably join us later in the show, but just want to let's get it cracking, man. It's coming up. It's the season's getting closer and closer, man. Getting ready. The Olympics, all that, and right after the Olympics, it's it. Training camp started, and we're sprinting.
Right.
So just checking in. How's everybody doing today?
Good.
Good. Another day, another dollar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So
man, chilling right now, man. I'm very busy. I'm a busy guy. I'm very busy
Busy boy.
for sure.
all right. So before we get started, just let y'all know we're really close to 500 subscribers, and we can start taking super chats. But if you see there on the bottom, if you want to support us, you got the Cash App and our PayPal down there, just so if you want to support us directly. But we want to start off with some heartening news. We weren't able to talk about it immediately when it happened, but we want to start with the Vikings fourth round rookie corner, Kyrie Jackson, who died in a car accident last week. He was 24. He was not driving the car. They were hit. They were hit by another car. It wasn't just him. From what I've had to look, he was driving with some high school teammates, and he died, and two of his teammates died. There were no fatalities reported with the other car, with the other vehicle. But it's sad to always see like the loss of somebody who just achieved their dream. And from everything I've seen about how he played in college, first team All-American last year. He was clearly he made some plays. But if you guys just have anything you want to say about it, it's just always it's a real tragedy. It's a real tragedy, and prayers out to his family.
Yeah, no, it's a shame. That's two former Oregon players that died in the last 2 years. Other one being Spencer Webb. So it's tough to see. The Oregon community is definitely hit pretty hard from that one. So nothing much you could say. That just prayers to the family and rest in peace to him.
Yeah, I don't really have a lot to say. Obviously, sad for friends, family. Obviously, when it comes down to someone who's young, relatively young, to see that they didn't get to live out their life fully, especially when it's not your fault too. It's an unfortunate circumstance, and that's why everybody, when you're driving out there, pay attention. Stop being so reckless, because you can ruin someone else's life in the worst way possible. So
Yeah.
these type of situations shouldn't happen, but this is just another reminder that people are careless.
Right. Stay off your phone on the road.
Yeah. So
Yo, Jackson and the kids who was in the car with him all went to my old high school, man. It's really sad to see. It's really sad to see. It's really
Damn.
sad to see.
From what they've said is, look, they're still trying to figure out if alcohol was involved or not. But like you guys have said, it's just a really sad situation and tragic situation all around. And hopefully something, some kind of justice or whatever you want to call it, can happen for the family, because this kind of stuff should just never happen. There's no real good way to segment out of this, but we're going to start with something that should kind of get us all going. So Bleacher Report dropped a article, and it wasn't their article. They kind of shared somebody else's article saying that, talking about the top the top clutch quarterbacks in the league. And most of them are the names you'd expect: Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, the names. And then all of a sudden, Daniel Jones was ranked above Lamar Jackson. Now, obviously, I didn't want to pay the article too much mind, because I think that is absurd. I think that is just absolutely absurd, because I feel like they're just penalizing him because he can't beat Mahomes, right? And they're really penalizing his last playoff game. But how do we feel about that? Do we actually believe that Daniel Jones, of all people, is a better clutch quarterback than Lamar Jackson, the MVP, by the way?
I mean, obviously not. This is. I'll be curious to see what metric they use to kind of come up with what they came up with. And it's when more and more do with these conversations, the more things that I say with context. I don't believe in blanket statements, but it definitely puts a dour sign or a dour note on advanced statistics, because I'm guessing that's how they use or that's how they determine the clutchest quarterback, because there's no way eye test told you this. There's no way performance told you this. So it must be some weird advanced statistic that had Daniel Jones as a more clutch quarterback. And the problem with that is that Daniel Jones is always losing. It's a misleading stat. He's always losing. And the few situations where he's probably in a close game, because the only time they win is in close game scenarios, is going to get credited to Daniel Jones. So it's either you win close or you lose. So of course your statistics, advanced statistics, is going to look good. So that's when it's absolutely nasty. And I need Bleacher Report to do better.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
it
I
wasn't
don't
actually by Bleacher Report. It was by CBS Sports. It was by CBS. Bleacher Report just put it on their site. That's where I found it. But it's a CBS Sports article. Sorry. Go ahead, Michael.
No, I
CBS
was
needs
saying
to do better.
I'm trying to see. Yeah, no, it's based off of expected points added per play in these situations, quarterback conversion rate on game tying or go ahead drive. So yeah, there's some sort of stat that has that's in play. But yeah, I mean, I don't really see how he's more clutch than Justin Herbert either. Like, it just doesn't make any
He beat
sense.
out Justin Herbert as well.
Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense, man. Like, I mean, I don't even know what to say. Like, that's just egregious. Like Daniel Jones is not top 10 in any category as a quarterback, and I'll say that, except for running. I guess you could put him for running. But other than that, I mean, and how many game-winning drives does he even have? Like, I'd like to see the numbers, not the stats. I'd like to see just the number of how many game-winning drives he has overall in his career versus Lamar Jackson. And I would venture to say that he doesn't have more, but that's just me.
So when your article to explain why Daniel Jones is where he is starts with "Hear me out."
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's already looking fraudulent, but Hefe, let me go and then I can give you guys a full list after you go, Hefe, after your reaction.
Oh shit. I only had one thing to say, bro, and that's pass this off. Because whatever they smoking, that shit gotta be good. Like to say some crazy shit like that. Like, bro, there's so many quarterbacks who are better than Daniel Jones at just breathing, let alone winning games and being clutch. Like, respectfully, Daniel Jones can come out this year and be crazy. But I haven't seen him do anything up until this point that makes me say, oh man, that dude really has the makings of greatness in him. Like, I could really watch this guy over. I'm sorry. That's baffling. That's crazy to me.
So
Yeah, and
looking at
says,
I found the article about. All right, so I found the article that he looked at two stats in particular: quarterback conversion rate on game tying or go ahead drives in the fourth quarter and overtime, and like Michael said, expected points added per play in these situations. So the list follows as this: at number 10 is Justin Herbert, at number 9 is Lamar Jackson, at number 8 is Daniel Jones, number 7 is Joe Burrow, number 6 is Dak Prescott. Number 5 is Jared Goff. Number 4 is Josh Allen. Number 3 is Jalen Hurts. Number 2 is CJ Stroud. And number 1 is, surprise, surprise, Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a problem with the list other than Daniel Jones being on there. I mean, like, Jalen Hurts, undisputedly clutch. Whether you want to say he's overrated or not, definitely clutch. Stroud, same thing, very clutch. I mean, Allen. And then, like, I mean, Dak being there is whatever. In the playoffs, he's not clutch, but he definitely has clutch moments in the regular season. So, but yeah, I mean, it's just also, it's like, does it not take into account that, like, Daniel Jones has Saquon Barkley in, like, the backfield? I know every quarterback has talent, but it's like, you know, it's kind of easy to throw a fucking check down at like the 40 or whatever to get a field goal when you have Saquon Barkley there. But whatever. I guess he had an NFL record 5 game-winning drives through 2022. What's funny because the dude who said that, he says it was a fluke too. He's arguing that it was a fluke. So it's like that's basically your number one argument for why he's clutch, and you're just saying it was a fluke, and it's just okay, whatever. But that makes no sense to me.
His explanation is very contradictory.
Yeah, it almost has the same amount of counter arguments as arguments for him being clutch, which is just kind of funny to me.
So if you take Daniel Jones out, who would you add? Oh, my bad, Riddell. Go ahead, and then we can answer my question after that.
I mean, overall, like I said, the advanced statistic is misleading. It doesn't tell the full picture of what it means to be clutch. We should know what it means to be clutch, but like people are trying to break it down to numbers, and something regarding clutch is so hard to truly gauge with numbers because it should take into account how much times you fail to even get into a close game in the first place. Like there needs to be more to it than that. But that's why a lot of these quarterbacks who have like bad situations, their clutch stats are good. They have a lot of game-winning drives because they have to. Their team sucks.
Right.
And so that's why the quarterbacks on great teams who have a lot of game-winning drives, that's why they're all-time greats, like Mahomes and Brady. Like they're on great teams and still have so many game-winning drives because they either blow you out or they win a close game. Daniel Jones, it's either he wins a close game or he loses.
And he throws 4 picks.
Yeah, it's absolutely disgusting. Who would be a better replacement for clutch? Matthew Stafford for sure.
I was about to say that. I was so about to say that. Yeah, it has to be Matt.
I was shocked that Matthew Stafford did not make this list.
Yeah, Matthew Stafford's like legitimately clutch. It's not even like he's like not known for being clutch somewhat. Like dude was clutch. I mean, last like in that playoff game they lost. Like he was damn near perfect. Like he had one incompletion that like screwed them over. But I mean that wasn't really his fault for the loss because he played so well other than like one play. So like for me, it's definitely Stafford.
Yeah, it should also take into account with what you said, like the performance in the fourth quarter and what you're actually doing too. So yeah, right. I mean, I don't think Lamar Jackson's like the most clutchest quarterback, like in general. Like I don't
think anyone would say that. No.
Yeah, but Daniel Jones shouldn't even be in the conversation, like at all.
Right.
Like he's not even close in terms of clutch quarterback. So
and like I think Joe Burrow should be. I think the only reason why Joe Burrow isn't higher is because he got injured. Like Joe Burrow should be higher than Goff and Prescott, in my opinion. Just because he's shown that he can do it in the playoffs, and I think that like adds a lot. Because I mean, Dak was definitely clutch this season for sure in the regular season. But I mean, like, if you can't do it in the playoffs, then I mean, like, what does it even matter? What does being clutch matter if it's not happening in the moments where like it matters the most? You know.
Also agree. There should be another metric of how clutch you are in important games too. Like really lock in. If you're gonna create a statistic, do it better.
Right. Yeah.
I agree. There we go. All right. So we're gonna move on to I really brought one.
Hold up, man. What the hell is going on, man? I've been in the backstage for like 15 minutes, man. What's going on?
You don't have
I tried to log in for my fucking jump, but it's 30 niggas logged into the goddamn personal account. Who the fuck is in Mason USA? Is that Riddell?
Yeah.
It's like 5 accounts logged in. Niggas in California, niggas in Mason. What the fuck is going on? Why can I get in here?
This is why we need early. The energy is just too. It just skyrockets as soon as he comes in.
I was in Bible study, man. I gotta be cussing after Bible study. God.
Oh yeah, definitely a Bible. Mr. Troublemakers in Bible study.
I want to start off by saying, Mike, a lot of people agree with us on that Marvin Harrison take. Just let you know, La Jefe. A lot of niggas ain't agreeing with you young niggas on this Julio Jones.
How many of them are not young that are agreeing with you?
But
Yeah,
I mean,
probably
that's the
more
thing.
old
Like
head.
my consensus is that it's a lot of people that people putting over Marvin. That's what I'm saying.
I just also hate how
I
it's
mean, over
like
Julio.
I just hate how it's also like, oh, like I'm not saying Marvin Harrison sucks. Like I think especially the way that Trent is arguing, it makes it seem like that we think like he's bad. It's like we all know that Marvin Harrison is an all-time great receiver. And I guess the nuance is like obviously what we were explaining is like
No.
who's better
See,
skill
that's
for
like
skill, but
Mike Trent said Marvin. And this is when we get upset. This is when I get upset. So I'm not going to beat you along with this. I'm just saying, like, it be the disrespect. It don't be the fact that Julio's good or not. He's amazing. But when we start putting him in that category, and when you say stuff like he's the top 5 catching traffic guy in history, that sounds cool. But my man, have you seen 25 guys play? Honestly, have you seen 25 legends play? So that's why I have a problem. What we talk about, fellas?
No, I feel you.
How y'all feeling?
Good. Good.
We good. We was just about to talk about this one just for Riddell in particular. Ironically, it was another Bleacher Report article. This one was actually written by them. They were talking about 5 teams or teams that should tank next year. And like the first one is the usual suspects, you know, the Broncos. Hold on, let me make sure I get the teams right because I don't want to slander Riddell. So
no, because Bryce Young is gonna be good.
Yeah, so here are the teams. They're the Broncos, the Raiders. Even though Early thinks they're going to win the division this year, Early, just throw your money away right now. That's crazy.
I think they just saying they wanted to get a quarterback that's out of this draft.
Gardner Minshew might not even start. You know this, right? Aiden O'Connell was probably starting.
I mean, let's be real though. Why wouldn't Aiden O'Connell start when he knows the offense better? He's been there longer. Like I can understand why he's gonna start. Same way Gino gonna start.
You said they were going to win the division.
If Eugene don't do what he's supposed to do this year, and Sam Howell get in, it's gonna change lives.
All right.
So you really said they win the division. That's that.
You said they're going to win the division. They're not better than the Chargers.
I still stand. Are you serious? Okay, all right. We'll see.
They're not better than the Chargers.
Guys, you know me, guys. You know I go in with something that make y'all say, "What? That's crazy!" And then by the end of the season, y'all looking at me and go, "Damn, man, you."
Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
you bet Riddell. Just give him your money now, bro.
Contrarian Cofield.
All right. So the teams are the Denver Broncos, the Raiders, the Saints, the New York Giants. Who, by the way,
2 teams in the same division. That's fucked up.
Yeah. By the way, I'm not saying that Hard Knocks has been fascinating to watch this year because they're just giving away all the secrets. The way they were talking.
How has it been, Riddell? I haven't watched one episode, bro.
It's been interesting because we hear the conversation of them letting Saquon hit the open market. The conversation where the GM was talking to Frank Gore about why they don't pick running backs the way they do.
Wait,
I saw that
in the Giants' office.
Frank Gore.
They're at the combine or a pro day, and Frank Gore was there.
Okay.
And they said the most ignorant thing they could possibly say.
He literally said the most ignorant thing. Yeah, like we talked about it in the Telegram. Like Frank Gore's one of the most durable backs of all time, and the way he was talking to him, and I was like, bro, that's crazy. You're talking to him. You're talking to a Hall of Famer.
What was he saying to him?
He was basically saying we like the wear and tear on running backs. I can't remember exactly how he said it, but it literally went viral on Twitter.
Well, he was saying that Saquon Barkley had a lot of wear and tear because of all the carries he had in Penn State, and then he went to the New York Giants and all the carries he has. They believe that he was going to break down, especially since he's 27 years old. So because of all of that, his value and his trajectory is going to pitfall. So there's no reason to bring him back.
Well, let's stay there for a second. Let's be honest, guys. Now I know that's fucked up to say, but let's be honest, guys. I know, we grew up in an era where guys like Frank Gore played for forever. Guys like LT played 10, 12 years of great football. Guys like Adrian Peterson played 9, 10 years of great football. Even guys like Clinton Portis played a good 8, 9 years of great football. Guys like it was so many guys in our era in that early 2000s, 2010s that kind of played for a long time. Shit, we watched Michael Turner go to the Falcons after playing 5 seasons with the Chargers, even though he didn't get that much bump, and become a premium back. But nowadays, this era has shown you, other than probably Derrick Henry, guys do break down. Like, let's be real, guys break down nowadays, dog. And I think it's because the game is more faster and more aggressive, to where that linebacker is not Zach Thomas, where if he catches you, he can get you. Linebackers are not running 4-4s, 4-3s. You know what 4-3, 4-4 look like? Catching you across the middle. I mean, catching you middle. So I'm not saying it's more aggressive. I'm just saying that impact is
sounds like it.
guys like Jonathan Taylor, you couldn't tell me John Taylor was gonna have 2 bad seasons basically off of injury and all this other shit going on. John Taylor, like, he was gonna pace to give you 10,000 yards in 4 years. Like
4 years.
I'm saying, like, guys like Aaron Foster, who died out. I'm in some rain, but guys like even Christian McCaffrey, who had some bad years. Look what happened to premium back, who we thought was gonna be the guy. Zeke like fell off a cliff. So maybe they looking at, a lot of these guys now are younger. They're looking at statistics. They're looking at numbers. They're looking at logistics. They're saying to themselves, wait a minute now. We watch backs who got the same amount of carries wear down. You're already wearing down in your 26. There is no Steven Jacksons nowadays, dog. That's why backs are getting 40, 60 carries. David Montgomery and fucking Gibbs, Tyler Algier, whatever his name is, and fucking Dijon Robinson. So I can't say they wrong because they're looking at recent history. You can't say that. Frank Gore, you played in a different era, bro. There are no Frank Gores today who playing 15 years at running back. Ain't nobody playing 15 years at running back.
Early. I agree with you. I agree that the days of the bell cow back are over. Let's keep that a stack, right? But to looking at the Giants' case instead, Saquon Barkley is not just your average back who just runs the ball. Saquon Barkley is one of the best offensive weapons in the league, right? And at some point, when you decided to pay Daniel Jones $40 million and completely reset the quarterback market, which they actually talk about, and they're like, when you're paying Daniel Jones $40 million a year, you can't pay Saquon Barkley market value or whatever, right? They had a point where Saquon Barkley was, once they knew that, I think they definitely knew that Daniel Jones didn't work, and Brian Daboll had one of the best coaching carry jobs we've seen in a while, just carrying Daniel Jones. They should have pivoted instead of giving him the money. Okay. The same way now that running backs, it's very rare that they get their second contract, Tefe, Michael, Riddell. You can do the same thing with quarterbacks. They just don't want to do it. He was like I'll say this. Daniel Jones, for me personally, he just never sold me as a quarterback. But you could easily got off his contract and go get another one. That's the point of the rookie deal, because you're not paying them that much. So keep shooting until you find it.
So that's fine, but
go ahead, Vidal. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. I don't even really agree with what Early is saying. I don't think it's a running backs can't handle it thing. I think it's value thing. So current NFL, having a running back run 20, 30 times, it's just not an efficient offense. You're going to get killed by another team who is able to pass the ball all over your defense.
Running back will not help you beat Patrick fucking whatever his middle name Holmes is. Like, it won't help you. I'm sorry. Like, if this ain't an era of we're going to do it out with running backs. You want to run the ball? Cool. We will burn you alive with Patrick Mahomes. And then, Riddell, look at – I'm going to shoot the Giants some bail. Look at what their history has been. That time where you would have taken Tiki Barber over Eli Manning any day, right? So they lived off a quarterback who was getting bad flat and ended up breaking out and giving you 2 Super Bowls. They had a run. They lived on running back by committee. The Giants, other than Tiki Barber, since Tiki Barber, let's be honest, guys, the Giants have been able to make nobody running backs like that. Ward and Jacob.
But Jacobs was good.
Lamar Bradshaw. So in their mind,
there was a reason why they had 2,000-yard rushers one year.
They were good for their role. They were good for their role. I wouldn't say like they're nobodies, but they're not like elite talent.
Yeah, nobody's saying nobody. We're not putting them top 5, but they're good.
They're not top 10.
Backs.
They are running backs that have a role and they fit their role, which is good. That's fine.
But if you comparing them to Saquon, though, think about this. If you compare them to Saquon is a franchise LT Eric Dickerson type of back. He's a star back. Like, they're looking like, dog, we're gonna have to. First of all, we live in an era where running backs ain't getting paid no more. Last running back got paid was Zeke. So we live in an era where running backs get paid no more. On top of that, we're also living in a time where, again, we don't need the guy who is the best back in the league. We had a Lamar Bradshaw who was giving you 1,200 yards. We had a Brandon Jacobs who was giving you 1,000 yards, and we used them a certain way. So in their mind, they can get a guy that's third tier and make him legit. A guy like a James Cook. Cook with the right situation looks good. But ain't nobody gonna say Cook is the top 10 running back. So they look at it like, no, we don't even need that. If we get the right situation with the right run game and the right schemes, any decent running back can have a breakout year for us. And I think that's how they thinking.
Yeah, I mean, I can definitely see where you're coming from early, because you can find better talent later in the draft that's work. Isaiah Pacheco is a perfect example.
That's crazy. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, Isaiah Pacheco is a perfect.
Pacheco is great. I think I agree with what Early is saying. I do think it's based off value in terms of
even a Kenneth Walker. Go ahead.
Kenneth Walker is a dog. But the difference between that is and the Giant situation is Daniel Jones is ass, and we have no passing game. So as of right now, if you got no passing game, and then you give up your running game, then now you have no passing game and you have no running game. So now we have no offense. So that's why I need I'm not with their decision, because Daniel Jones hasn't proven anything. All of his offense comes off the back of Saquon Barkley.
Yeah.
Exactly. So now without Saquon Barkley, what is it going to look like? Because Saquon turns a screen into an 80-yard touchdown. He saves Daniel Jones' career.
Right. And the other side to that is, for me, is the reason why I like the fact that Philly went out and signed Saquon is because I'm all for you paying running backs like that if it means that your offense is going to go from good to elite. And that signing most likely is going to make their offense become elite. So if that's the difference from you being a Super Bowl level offense to just a good offense, then go all for it. In baseball, there's plenty of teams who sign guys to ridiculous contracts. By the end of it, it's oh, why do we even have this guy on a team? But if you win a World Series, if you win 2 World Series out of that contract, then it doesn't matter. So for me, if they mess around and win one, even if Saquon gets injured, all this stuff later in the contract, it doesn't matter to me as long as you end up winning one.
See, when I look, I'm very curious to see how well Saquon does. If he can kick the injury bug that has plagued him, because he had as a running back, he had one of the worst situations in the league, just knowing who he had.
Yeah, I think it was to get banged up. I think more open holes would change his career.
So yeah, it would be very interesting to see. But I want to move on to the next team, which was the Seattle Seahawks, who have been mid since even when we were letting Russ cook. They were mid. They were just making the playoffs 10-6. So now it feels like Early said it. Unless Geno Smith captures that form that he had 2 years ago, which going to help him lead into the playoffs. Early's a big supporter of Sam Howell. Sam Howell turns the ball over way too much. But if Geno Smith doesn't replicate that success, we could see Sam Howell later in the season starting, and they're trying to figure out what he can do, and then they try to go get another quarterback. So how do we feel about the Seahawks? If not, I can go to the last team, which was the team that really interested me the most, and the one that I really wanted to get Adele's take on. But how do we feel about the Seahawks? Should they actually tank? Should they just finally bite the bullet and tank and go get a quarterback?
Can I say this, Riddell, before you go, Riddell, real quick? My thing is that y'all give Sam Howell a bad. Y'all say he's turnover machine, this and the third. I like how we pick and choose situations. We pick and choose situations. We pick and choose when we go, oh, a guy didn't have something, so give him a chance with this. Or a guy didn't have this, but if he had this. But then we look at Sam Howell, we go, one of the worst O-lines in the league, sacked, top 3 times being sacked last year. On top of that, Sam Howell was a guy in a situation where he had to just let it go. And I give him credit for that, because he could have been timid. Sam Howell with a better situation, better receivers, a better running game, and all these things. I think Sam Howell can be better. Dog, I watch guys like Alex Smith be trash, go to an Andy Reid in a better situation, and change their careers, dog. Like those last couple of years, the reason why the Commanders, who were the rest of the time, gave Alex Smith a nice contract is because he showed what he could do for Andy Reid. But when we wrote Alex Smith all before Andy Reid got him. Like, guys, a lot of times guys are lucky. People don't know Brett Favre wasn't shit for the Falcons. They said he was lazy. They said he wasn't committed. He was like, they basically called him a fucking a country bumpkin. He goes to the Packers and becomes the best quarterback in the 90s. Like 3-time Super Bowl, 3-time MVP. Like literally, we just did the quiz. He literally led the league in pass touchdowns in the 90s. Like situationship can change a person's fortune. Like I think we need to be aware of that. You say he's a turnover machine. He was in a situation where he just had to sling it. I don't think Sam Howell in this new situation is as bad.
Early, I would agree with you, but let's look at the two examples you put. Alex Smith went to arguably the greatest offensive coach of all time. Arguably the greatest offensive coach of all time, who was doing magic with Kevin Kolb and was doing magic with that guy, revived Michael Vick. So if Alex Smith couldn't work with Andy Reid, then nobody could work with them. And then you said, who was the other? Brett Favre went to Mike Holmgren, who's a great offensive play caller in his own right, who Andy Reid coached under before he got his own time to shine. So
was Andy Reid there or no?
Yes, he
That's
was.
what I thought. That's what I thought. Yeah.
So when you're looking at those, nothing about the Seahawks, if we're just going to go with situation, nothing about the Seahawks and how they develop their offensive talent is moving me. Now, obviously, you're right about Sam Howell. He had a really bad situation, really bad. But some of those, he made mistakes as well, early is what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying that he wasn't.
Most
he definitely
definitely. But are we saying
but he also made terrible mistakes as well.
But you got to respect the fact that your offensive line can't hold nobody off you. That limits the passes you putting out. That limits your route tree. That limits your time, and that limits a lot. Like getting hit, being on your back most of the game, you got to get it to your guys that can actually make plays, and that's actually hard to do. So I would actually want a quarterback who's going to turn the ball over rather than just take sacks all game and play safe ball.
He does both. So, but with that said, the Seattle Seahawks do have something to look forward to. I just looked up the offensive coordinator from the Seattle Seahawks. He's the same guy who called the offense for Washington, Michael Penix. And Michael Penix slinged the rock. He slinged the rock a lot deep down the field. That's exactly what they're going to do.
Okay. You meant the college team. Okay.
Yeah, the college team of Washington with Penix. So that's exactly what they're about to do with Seattle. I mean, Sam Howell is going to sling the rock. He's a gunslinger. And he has the weapons to do that with DK Metcalf being a deep threat. And JSN obviously emerging eventually. And then Tyler Lockett obviously is a really solid receiver too. So, I mean, I think Sam Howell has something. I don't think they need a tank. I think they need to just go young. Stop with this, like, pick a side, because Geno Smith being your quarterback of the future and JSN not being your number one wide receiver right now, that's not it. You got to go your young movement, go your young talent, let them cook and let them determine your future. So I wouldn't take, but I would go young if I'm the Seahawks.
All right. And then the last team is near and dear to Riddell's heart. He actually believes they're going to have a pretty good season this year. The Tennessee Titans. They believe the Tennessee Titans should tank. Now, I'll say this, Riddell. We've had conversations
near to my heart.
No, you've been high on that. You've been high on what you think they can do next. This upcoming
I think they're
season,
solid. I think they're solid.
The Tennessee.
Yeah, go ahead.
So the Riddell and I have had a few conversations, and the Tennessee Titans have made moves this season. Right? They've clearly said Will Levis is our guy. Yeah, sure, he puts mayo in his coffee, but we support him until further notice. And they went to go get him weapons.
That's disgusting.
I don't know how he does it, but Riddell has kind of had me thinking a lot more about the Titans. So, do you think the Titans should tank? Because I think they actually have a better squad than people give them for. I really like the tight end that they have there, Okonkwo. I really like him. I just think he makes plays when he gets the ball in his hands. And now that he has all this talent around him, Will Levis is supported. Obviously, losing Derrick Henry is a big blow, but I think they've supplemented losing Derrick Henry, who was getting on in years with the offensive talent that they went after. Like, was it Calvin Ridley, Gabe Davis?
Gabe Davis is on the Jaguars.
My bad, not Gabe
but,
Davis. But they've clearly added talent. How do we?
For sure.
Yeah.
So
And
the
that
Titans
be scary though. That's all I'm saying.
So the Titans, I wouldn't say is like they're like one of my teams. My agenda for the AFC South is very clear. We all know who they are, but the Titans, it makes no sense. Whoever wrote this report, you're actually
what do they benefit from taking?
You're actually stupid for the people who wrote the report that the Titans should tank. They did so many moves in the offseason. So they don't want to tank. Like, that makes no sense for them to tank.
I can give you a little bit of an excerpt of what they wrote.
I'm surprised the Cardinals aren't on this list.
Yeah, they are dumb because the Titans brought in L'Jarius Sneed. He's not young. They brought in Calvin Ridley.
One of the best.
He's not young. They brought in Tony Pollard. He's not young. And they brought in other talent too. They brought in talent. I think Wouzier and another player that I'm not remember off the top of my head. They brought in a lot of players to win right now. They want to win games. Now, I don't think they'll be the greatest team. I don't think
to your degree, Riddell, a lot of them games they were close, and Titans were in close games, man. They were
for sure. But it does help having Mike Vrabel behind the mic versus I want to see what happens with I think it's Brian Callahan. So I'm very curious. But the Titans want to win games, and it makes no sense for you to tank when you don't even know who Will Levis is. So if you brought in all this talent for your team to be good overall all across the board, and then you want to determine if Will Levis is the guy, and then someone writes a report, tank, you're stupid. You should never be a GM. You would ruin talent. That makes absolutely no sense. The Titans are going to try to win games. They're going to try to make the playoffs. Will they win games? Will they make the playoffs? I'm not sure, but I know for a fact they will be competitive. They have one of the more interesting rosters in the entire NFL. So it makes no sense.
The Titans division is the Jaguars, Colts, and who else? Jaguars, Colts, and who else?
Jaguars,
Colts, Texans.
And Texans.
I think if anything, the Titans are saying other than the Texans, that's going to be a problem. But I think what the Titans are seeing is that what just happened with the Texans. You look at the Texans last year, the Texans were literally, bro, 2 years ago, because this would be the second year. 2 years ago, the Texans were fucking like they were it was hello. It was purgatory over there. Like, what are y'all doing over there? You get to this Stroud. He gives y'all a great season. Y'all get to play out, win y'all first playoffs game, and I don't know how long. And then the very next year, y'all looking at possibly an MVP championship contending team. The Titans are saying, nigga, we could be close. And we got two guys who ain't figured it out fully yet, and two teams who ain't figured it out fully yet that are coming. So if we trying to get something going, we better go now, because when if Lawrence figured out and AI figured out, it's going to be a problem. So if I'm the Titans, I'm saying, whoa. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try my best to try to get something going as soon as possible before them boys wake up. On top of that, when you say a team should tank, I'm thinking you one piece away. I can see why Oakland is saying tank, because you're Shedeur Sanders away from literally being a contending team. You got the defense, the O-line's better, like you got a lot. The coaching staff is great. Now a Shedeur can change the whole franchise. A team like the Titans, they're not one piece away from being contenders. So why the fuck would y'all tank?
Yeah, it makes no sense. The Tennessee Titans they want to win games. Simple as that.
I just wanted to throw that out because I thought it was. I was also surprised that Cardinals did not make this list. Early, you believe your Panthers should be on this list?
We'll see with Bryce Young. I'm gonna stop because I've been getting killed with this Bryce Young shit. Everybody believe in him and want me to at least give him a chance. So I'm gonna be quiet on Bryce Young, give him a chance. But if he don't look good this year, he is Jimmy Ross, Black Jimmy Clausen to me, and I need a quarterback for real.
Wait, so if we go through 5 weeks and Bryce Young is trash, I need a joint 2-hour podcast of only early just doing like a literal stand-up show about Bryce Young. Just
Listen,
absolutely
if we
toasting him.
go, this is what I'm gonna do.
Peak entertainment.
If we go into week 10 and he's bad, Mike, I'm be honest with you, bro. I'm doing breakdown film by film. We're gonna get on playback and we're gonna do a breakdown of Bryce Young. I want every nigga who told me that he was good. I want the Bamas. I want everybody who said give him a chance. We're gonna sit in here, we're gonna watch the tape and why I shouldn't give him a chance.
Bro, you know Bama not gonna pull up.
If we 10 games to the season and we 3-7, 2-8, and Bryce Young look terrible again, then we're gonna have a conversation.
We said we gave way too deep into the season, bro.
No, my only thing that I fight back on you about Bryce Young, it's his first season, because early you would be crashing about Peyton Manning's first season if you were a Colts fan in '98.
Not true.
That man threw almost 30 picks early.
He was ass.
He was
not true.
Almost 30 picks early. He almost threw 30 picks. So I just think when you're looking at what Bryce Young had last season, was his talent great? No. But obviously most number 1 picks, most number 2 picks go to bad situations. But his coach didn't even survive the season. His owner is meddling with everything, even to the point he's an embarrassment to them at games. He's an embarrassment to the team at games. So I'm just saying, I usually try to give quarterbacks at least 2 to 3 years to decide, because at that point, by the time you get to that 3rd year, Hefe, everybody, you got to start thinking about paying them. Right. And by the 3rd year, you should be like, look, we're not paying you. We're moving on. Maybe you can do something by the time your contract is done, but now we're looking for another quarterback. I just think when you're looking at everything that Bryce Young had to do last year, and also the fact that CJ Stroud became CJ Stroud really made the pick look bad. But CJ Stroud would not have been CJ Stroud with the Panthers. He would not have been.
I don't agree.
Would he have been as bad as Bryce Young? I'm not going to say that. But we're not. CJ Stroud's not having the greatest rookie season of all time with the Panthers.
But this is my problem with y'all. This is my problem with y'all, because y'all say, oh man, if you watch Peyton Manning year, this and that third. Nah, y'all wrong. Let me tell you why y'all wrong. Because I literally am sitting here praising Sam Howell, who had a bad season. See, the thing about me is that y'all think I'm not a rookie. Time. Wait, but it was his first year starting. It was his first year playing. That's his rookie year. Okay. Same way Chet Holmgren wasn't really a rookie, but it was his first year playing a whole season. He's a rookie. So same way, let's be real. Although Patrick Mahomes wasn't a rookie, that was his first year playing the whole season. He's a rookie. Same way, Jordan Love. Those guys, they're not rookies technically, but my nigga, you literally, it's your first time actually getting on the field and really playing. So I'm going to say this, though. This is what pisses me off about that, though, right? Because, again, y'all think I'm just giving this man Bryce Young a hard time. No, what I'm telling you is that I watch how he looked. Y'all think I didn't watch the Panthers game, but I had the Panthers games. I paid for them to watch them, dog. I've been a Panthers fan my whole life since I started watching football. Mike know me from back in the day. I was rooting for the Panthers and the Giants. Like, that's it. Because my dad's a Giants fan. Like, period. Me and Mike used to go at it because he's a Tampa Bay fan. So when I say that, I say because I saw a guy like Sam Howell in his first season as a starter, right? Yeah, you're right. He threw a lot of picks. And if a nigga just watched the stats, he would say, man, you know what? Sam Howell sucks. No. I watched Sam Howell get up time after time when he got knocked the fuck down and say, all right, next pass. Throw a pick, whatever. Next pass. And literally have moxie the whole way through it. Yeah, he came out with bad stats. He had a lot of yards, but he came out with bad stats. But it was his mentality. I watched that nigga mentality and say, you know what, dog? You get that boy in the right situation, he want to win. I watched his mentality. I watched Bryce Young fold, dog. I watched a lot of times when Bryce had a chance to do what he was drafted for, that creativity, that ability to improv. He didn't. I watched Bryce Young fall for sacks that wasn't even there. I watched Bryce Young have a ticking time in his head because he was starting to see ghosts. Sam Howell had the same thing, y'all, but he didn't do that. And that's why I give Bryce Young a hard time, because I watched the tape. I actually watched the games of him playing scared ball, like he didn't want to be there. Yes, he has gained a little bit of weight this offseason. Yes, he's a new season in, more receivers, all that other shit. But I want to see what it looked like. I watched Sam Howell, even though he failed. I watched him. It was how they say it was the wins that happened. I forgot what they call it, but it's like it was a moral victory for him, because even though he had a bad season, the boy has so much heart out there, man. He showed you that he wanted to play. I'm gonna throw this motherfucker regardless. I watched Bryce Young not do that. Now, he did show a little something towards the end of the season, but I don't know, man. I just saw some fear in him. I watched his size, and let's not forget Sam Howell, 6'1". Sam Howell ain't no big guy. Sam Howell ain't 6'5". He damn the same size as Bryce. but just his mindset.
Bryce
I
is
need
like
Bryce.
5.
Well, he's
Never
listed
mind.
6 foot, but I get you. But I need that mindset to be different, dog. I watch guys have bad seasons in their first year, but it looked different. Peyton Manning looked different his first year. Andrew Luck looked different his first year. Like, even though they didn't have the
Andrew Luck's one of the greatest prospects we've ever seen. He took his team, made his team 10-6 his first season. That's not fair.
Even
That's not fair at all. It's Andrew Luck.
RG3. No one thought that Commanders team was legit. Even though he did something way different. I'm just talking about guys who have failed. It has looked different, man. And again, when I look at Bryce Young, I say, man, can you cut it? Do you have what it takes to do this shit night in and night out for 10, 15 years, man? You're a quarterback. Nowadays, if you don't play less than 12 years as a quarterback, that's a bad career. Can I have Bryce Young be my quarterback for 10 years, get through this? And I don't see it. That's all I'm saying. So I don't want to say he just had a bad season. I don't believe in him. No, because Sam Howell had a bad season, and I keep championing him. And it ain't a black and white thing neither. It's about it's 2 factors. I watch how you play, and I'm not convinced. I feel very worried for you. And then we went for a guy, when another guy had a greater season. And even if we didn't get near one of them guys, we could have taken Caleb Williams.
Now that blame your owner. That's your owner's fault.
I know. I hate Tepper.
That's your owner's fault. Now look. We'll obviously this season's pretty big for Bryce. Hefe, if you want to add something, please go ahead. But I think now that he's finally has somebody who has to believe in him, because Frank Reich did not. There's a reason why, even though we blame Tepper for a lot of things, there's a reason why Frank Reich did not survive the season. He didn't even survive his first season. So you could clearly tell even the offensive talent. Like, I'm sorry, Scary Terry clears anybody and everybody on the Panthers team.
So does their number 2, low key.
The Curtis Samuel's there too. He's better.
Dotson? Is it that his name? Dotson's better than Thielen, dude. Honestly.
Like, I understand his line.
Yeah, whoa.
Y'all sleeping on LaVisca Chenault though, bro. I gotta say that.
They don't use him.
First of all,
they don't use him.
Thielen, whoa. Do we watch Adam Thielen play football? Because I need y'all to understand what the fuck Adam Thielen is. Like, dog, Adam Thielen is older version of Cooper Kupp. Like, Adam Thielen,
are you trying to say Scary Terry and Adam Thielen are on the same conversation?
No. He said Dotson. I think Terry's better than Adam Thielen. I'm talking about Dotson. I don't fucking trust Dotson. Okay, let's be real.
Bro, Dotson's good, bro.
That Adam Thielen is not only dependable, he's a very savvy vet.
He's good.
If he was younger, I'd agree with you.
But let's just do this. Let's say this happens this year, right? Let's say I know I always go to him, but I'm just being honest. He's the only guy I can go to right now. Let's say the Chiefs don't pick up James Worthy. Oh, they can get Worthy. They say, you know what? Thielen leads the Panthers. They say, you know what? We're gonna give him a Rasheed Rice, man. You did some wild shit. We ain't got time to deal with that. This year alone, we're gonna go to Adam Thielen. You know how dependable Adam Thielen would be for a fucking for a guy like a Aaron Rodgers, like a Patrick Mahomes. You know how dependable he would be. You know how fucking great. The same way with the guys like Wes Welker. Dog, Adam Thielen would
You're
be
talking about giving him to the best quarterbacks in the league. That's what you're talking about, early. Give him to the best quarterbacks in the league.
Okay, even if he went to Matthew Stafford.
Matthew Stafford's one of the best quarterbacks in the league. He's top 10.
But watch this though. How we feel about Bryce?
Bryce is bottom 15.
Was Thielen still not 1,100 yards with Bryce? That's what I'm saying. He was productive with Bryce. Like,
he was the only guy they had. He was the only guy they had.
You know how many niggas would kill for a Thielen right about now, dog? A dependable nigga who gonna give you 100 catches, who gonna give you 1,200 yards.
But early, when you're talking about giving them,
and you can depend on it.
Early, when you're talking about giving them to Patrick Mahomes, who literally had one of the worst receiving corps and won a championship, that's not fair.
Okay,
that's not fair at all. Of course, Patrick Mahomes would love to have him.
Okay, let's give him right now. He ain't got shit over there. But some young boys. You think Justin Herbert wouldn't take him? You think Trevor Lawrence wouldn't take him?
Trevor Lawrence has better weapons. Justin Herbert.
Ricky
Trevor
Parker
Lawrence had better
young
weapons
Bart
last year.
Thielen.
Trevor Lawrence had way better weapons last year. Way better than Bryce had.
I can guarantee
Calvin Ridley, Evan Ingram.
I would, Mike.
Christian Kirk. What are we talking about?
Hefe.
Travis Etienne. What are we talking about? The Jaguars had way better offensive talent than the Panthers did.
We're taking Calvin Ridley over Adam Thielen? Honestly. What passes does Adam Thielen drop? That nigga
I
is
don't know, but that's kind of up in the air. Adam Thielen and Calvin Ridley, bro. Calvin Ridley got crazy speed, bro. Crazy speed.
But
I mean, and
if
also
you
like
do it, give it to
hold up, we've watched guys.
give it to somebody
flourish.
who's in a comparable
Cooper Kupp ain't
situation.
fast. Wes Walker wasn't fast.
I low key might take
Julian
Adam
Edelman wasn't
Thielen on the
fast.
Jags over at Calvin Ridley.
Thank you.
Also, we can't. I hate when people do this. We can't discredit like someone just because they're the only option on the team. Because like Adam Thielen has to be good enough to take advantage of the fact that he's getting all these targets. And also like another receiver who people think is solid, Cortland Sutton on the Broncos, he couldn't match Adam Thielen's production, and he was with Russell Wilson. So there are receivers that exist that people think are meh. Like people try to give the title of meh to Adam Thielen, but if you put them in those situations, they're not producing like Adam Thielen. So
people don't
Adam
understand,
Thielen needs
Riddell,
a
how
little more
important
respect.
that savvy vet is having at the end of your season. Guys like you know what Luck would say about Reggie Wayne. Like you know what these guys would say about those savvy guys at the end of your career who you can depend on. My guy, I can depend on.
Thielen was
How
a dog
fucking
in his prime.
how
He's
Dak
not
Prescott
Reggie
jumped over Jason
Wade.
Witten. How Dak
He's not Jason Witten. He's not Jason Witten.
He was, bro. Thielen was a dog in his prime. All right,
He's not Jason Witten, Riddell.
There's a reason why Stephon
No,
Diggs
in
was
his
the number
prime,
2
he
wide
was-
receiver on the
Thank you.
Vikings.
Talk to him. They got rid of Stephon and kept Thielen.
Oh, Stephon also worked his way out too.
Stephon was definitely better.
No, they wanted Thielen over Diggs.
No.
They wanted Thielen over
was
Diggs.
benefiting from Stephon getting the attention. That's what was happening there.
Thielen was the number 1 before Stephon
worked
broke
his way
out.
out
What?
of there. They just didn't wake up one day and decide to trade one of the best receivers in the league. Stephon wanted to leave the Vikings.
Thielen was the number 1 on the team, not Diggs.
Diggs was the number 1 before Thielen was there. Diggs was there at least one season. Diggs had a 1,200-yard year before Adam Thielen was there.
Let me check.
Or he had a 1,000-yard season.
Here, let me check.
I don't think so. I think Thielen was there first, Mike.
I'm pretty sure.
Thielen, no. What y'all don't understand about Thielen? Thielen is the guy. Thielen is the guy who, again, like a Wes Walker. Thielen's the guy who, my man. I'm telling you right now, who Thielen is he's so dependable. He does everything right. He gonna run the best routes. A nigga like Tom Brady would have. What? Y'all like what? Tom would have killed for it. They would what? Bill Belichick would have killed for Thielen. I would.
But Aaron Rodgers had better talent. Aaron Rodgers had.
Would he do that?
No. I'm not letting you use Aaron. Aaron Rodgers always had pretty good to great receiver talent. Donald Driver was great. Greg Jennings was good. James Jones was a touchdown machine. Devontae Adams. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? He never needed Thielen. He always had great talent until his last 2 seasons.
I said Tom Brady, and also
Tom Brady. Okay, yeah, but Tom Brady would have. Tom Brady would have taken us 5 and won a Super Bowl with us.
Rookie.
Like, cause he did it. He literally did it once. Like, he would have taken us 5 to a Super Bowl. You're talking about the GOAT.
I don't understand why we do y'all understand what I'm saying about Thielen, bro? How dependable he is.
We understand that he's dependable. First of all, you putting Thielen in the same discussions as Wes Welker is criminal. Wes Welker's better.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Thielen was I feel like y'all.
Yeah, y'all hate Riverdale. They have no idea who Thielen was for the Vikings.
Oh, I know Thielen.
No, that's not true.
Let me ask you a question.
Let me ask you a question.
Early, let me ask you a question. Early, let me ask you a question.
Bro. Come on.
Early.
Stop it,
So,
bro.
are we just going to ignore one of Thielen's best seasons as a Viking, bro?
No, I'm not saying Thielen wasn't. I'm not saying Thielen was not a dog. But hold on, Early. Do you truly believe that Adam Thielen belongs in the same conversations as Wes Welker?
Can we be honest? What is Wes Welker before Tom Brady gets? Watch this. What is Wes
A kick returner. I'll say it.
Before Tom Brady got him, because he was a nigga in Miami who was giving you a couple passes here. He was Cole Beasley in Miami.
Wait, so player isn't allowed to grow in their career early. So a player is not allowed to grow in their career.
For Tom Brady, he goes insane.
Hold on.
No,
that's Michael. You got you. Okay, go ahead. Then I got something for you early.
No, my only point is like no. I hate when it's like, oh, who is he before this? It's like so a player can't grow and be better in their career. It's
that's
just
what
like,
Adam
oh,
Thielen
because
did.
they had a quarter, because of the quarterback there. Yeah, okay, so no, but I'm just saying if you're gonna say that Thielen and Welker are on the same tier, don't just bring up Miami Wes Welker and be like, oh, what was he before he had Tom Brady? Like, there's a reason why Wes Welker did what he did, and that's because he improved.
Watch this. Hey, Riddell, and Thielen's prime. If he played for Tom Brady, what does he look like?
I'm not gonna lie, Thielen will cook with Tom Brady. I'm gonna keep it that.
And watch this, Riddell. Hey, Riddell, who's a better red zone threat outside receiver?
Are we serious right now?
No,
hey,
Early, are you
out of your
serious?
fucking mind.
Hey, listen,
Yo, I'm
hold on.
I'm gonna say
Red zone threat. Red zone
I'ma
threat
say
is
this.
Red zone
I'ma
threat.
say this, bro. I'ma say
this.
Tom Brady had Chris Hogan. Tom Brady had Chris Hogan, and he went nuts with Chris Hogan, bro. He went nuts with him. If he had Adam, bro, it was
Early,
crazy.
no, Hefe, listen to
Hold
what
on. Random.
Early is trying to tell you that Wes Welker, who has arguably Hall of Fame stats right now, and Adam Thielen are in the same conversation.
Hall of Fame quarterbacks. And played with 2 Hall of Fame quarterbacks. The nigga went from Tom Brady to Peyton Manning.
Stop. Because this is my problem. Hold on. This is my problem. Hold on.
Wait.
Early. Listen to what you're telling me.
Before you go on your rant, you got to listen to what Early's saying. Because Wes Welker was able to thrive with Tom Brady, who you think is the GOAT.
Yes.
Adam Thielen had bums for quarterbacks in the beginning of his career. He had Case Keenum when he started breaking out. And then Kirk Cousins came along. He had his best year, having 1,300 receiving yards, and then he got injured. So Adam Thielen didn't have this situation where he was able to be truly like himself.
1,100 yards. Panthers got him for nothing. Over 100 catches, 1,100 yards.
First of all, Adam Thielen did not have 1,100 yards. He did not have 1,100 yards.
He had like 1,000.
When?
Last year he had 1,014 yards.
1,000 with Bryce Young and Andy Dalton.
Hold on.
How many catches?
Early, stop.
103.
Early stop. Okay.
How many touchdowns?
So early stop.
4. This is not good.
Come on, y'all. That's the end.
Early stop. Okay.
But
so
look,
he's trying to make it seem no.
Wilson
Early
has the
stop.
same
Early
season.
stop. Early
And
stop.
we like,
Let me get
but
these
he had
stats
Zach
off.
Wilson. Come on,
Since we're trying to say this. Early stop. Let's get these stats off. You are saying Adam Thielen did not break out. He couldn't even see the field his first 2 seasons in the league. He couldn't. Because he played in all 16.
But now you're going into Michael's argument.
Wait.
He grew
No.
Whoa,
You got to talk. Early, you got to talk. Early, you got to talk. Early,
Go look it up.
Early, you got to talk. You got to talk. So let me talk, okay?
Good.
So he doesn't break out till his 3rd season, 2016, right? And I'm looking at that roster, which went 8-8. And I believe that was the last, and they had Sam Bradford on that team. Okay.
Ew.
Stephon Diggs shows up.
Read
Hold up. Guys, please. Stephon Diggs shows up the next year. Stephon Diggs has literally never not had 1,000-yard season in his entire career. He's never not had it.
That's a lie.
How is that a lie?
Stephon Diggs had his first 3 years, it wasn't 1,000 yards.
I'm literally looking at his numbers right now.
Yeah, I'm too. Stephon Diggs' first 3 years on the Vikings.
Oh, my bad. I was looking at his advanced stats. I apologize. Yeah. I was looking at his advanced stats. I apologize.
Yeah, it took a while for Diggs to. It took a while for Thielen to break out because they didn't give him the opportunity, and once they gave him
good enough to see the field at that point in his
there's
career.
Receivers that don't get opportunity because they don't think they're good enough. The moment he played 10 games, he had 900 receiving, almost had 1,000-yard receiving season. 10 games, and he almost had 1,000-yard receiving season.
So
the fact.
So he was good enough.
So Riddell, the fact that they had him in practice for 2 seasons, saw how he practiced, saw how he conducted himself.
That's politics. We know there's politics.
We can't blame it all on politics, Riddell.
But we
can't blame it all on politics. We can't.
Random. Don't you think it's crazy that playing 10 games in the NFL, your first time getting real burn, playing 10 games and you almost had 1,000 yards?
It should tell you something. Games? We can't blame.
That's like 100 yards per game.
Riddell, Riddell and Early. We can't blame 2 whole seasons on politics. We can't. Not when you play. Not when the coach sees you every day.
I agree.
We can't do that.
What's Walker first 2 years? Please read them.
Yeah, but it was his
Julian
numbers were still better.
Hey,
His
show me
numbers were
Julian
still
Edelman stats.
early.
His
His numbers
first
were
2
still
years,
way
he didn't even
better.
play. He didn't even get on the field.
He was a kick returner.
Yeah,
He
he was
wasn't- he
literally
wasn't-
he was a
He
special
wasn't.
teams
No.
player.
This is what. No, he was in
Show me
NFL
Cooper
Europe.
Kupp stats his first 2 years. Don't do this, y'all.
No.
Niggas
Listen,
plays who had
Wes
a very
Welker-
similar career and a similar skin tone. Stop
Wes
it, bro.
Welker was in NFL Europe. Then he came in. He only played. He came in 2005. He wasn't getting any burn, but he wasn't.
But he wasn't shit.
No. My bad. His first 2 seasons. No, hold up. I read it wrong. His first 2 seasons in the NFL were literally better than Thielen's, and he's playing the same amount of games. We're literally better.
Hold on.
His
give
first
I'm gonna
season
give
in
another
Miami,
example.
2005. He only
Hold
started
on.
one game, but he had 434 yards that whole season. Adam Thielen only had 100 and something yards his first season in the running. His second season, Wes Welker's second season, 2006, he only started 2 games and he had 687 yards. So let's not make it seem like he was just a complete bum and all he did was return kicks. There was a reason why Bill Belichick went out and got him.
Hold on. Random. You're moving the goalpost because
how am I moving the goalpost?
No, because you made a whole big deal about Thielen, his first 2 seasons being trash. Wes Welker's first 2 seasons were trash. And when at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, we know that there are receivers that don't break out until later because of whatever situation. Explain to me Devontae Adams' first 2 seasons. Because they were trash. They were trash first 2 seasons.
Please.
And then he broke out. He became the guy. And then he went crazy and became one of the greatest receivers we've ever seen. So just because your first 2 seasons weren't it, that doesn't mean that you're not a guy.
No, I'm not saying that. I think that you're trying to say that Wes Welker and Adam Thielen belong in the same conversation is asinine to me. That's where I'm at.
But why?
You're only saying
what separation?
That's not true, bro. Wes Welker's a better route runner. Wes Welker's a better route runner. Wes Welker's a better route runner than Adam Thielen. Early, you can scream all you fucking want. It doesn't matter. Wes Welker's a better route runner. And I don't know. The hands maybe
because Adam Thielen could not. I mean, Wes Welker couldn't sniff the outside, Mike. He couldn't sniff outside. He couldn't sniff the extra wide. He couldn't sniff it. He was literally white fucking Amar St. Brown. But not even that, because Amar St. Brown actually gets some touches on the outside. Wes Welker stayed on the inside. Stayed. Go show the film of Wes Welker play outside and how bad it looked.
Dude, it doesn't. Dude, you're such an ex-merchant, dude. All you do is care about who plays.
No, I like a nigga who can do both. I like a nigga who can do both, Mike. I like a girl with ass and titties, Mike. I like ass and titties.
Bro,
you can't just have one. It's cool, but I like both.
Okay, I don't care what Wes Welker literally has way more production than Adam Thielen does in his career.
So we're not talking about situations. We got to sit there with situation me down by Marvin Harrison. You see what they do, Mafe? Go ahead, Mike.
No. You keep trying to move this. There was a reason why Peyton Manning. There's a reason why when Peyton Manning went to Denver, he legitimately did his best to go get Wes Welker. It wasn't just because he chose to go there. Peyton Manning recruited his ass off.
Wes Welker would die for a pass. Wes Welker has so many concussions that he literally had to end his career early, and that's with the slow start.
Come on, man.
Like he had
don't disrespect Wes
But
Welker.
my thing is this though. Guys like Adam Thielen, like what's the difference when you really watch film, bro? What's the difference between Adam Thielen and Julio Edelman, dog? Honestly.
Nah, Julian Edelman was a dog. I think Julian Edelman is better than Thielen, bro. I ain't gonna hold you.
We're talking about one of the greatest postseason receivers ever.
No.
We're talking about one of the greatest postseason receivers ever. Early
Julian Edelman.
What are we doing?
He's a football player. Like he just knows how to play.
No, you're right about that.
Wait.
Julian Edelman started at corner in the playoffs before he started at receiver.
Oh yeah,
what are we doing?
So we don't think on some real nigga shit. From who Adam Thielen was in his prime. You don't think of Adam Thielen. Matter of fact, this is Adam Thielen last year. And we put Adam Thielen on the Chiefs for the last 2 years. You don't think that's what I'm saying. Now y'all talking nasty because I promise you, Adam Thielen gonna show up. He's one of them hard hat guys who ain't fast. He don't jump high. What he do is he's a route technician. He gonna catch everything coming in his vicinity. And he one of them guys that when you really watch Adam Thielen's story, he had to really get it. He had to really earn that spot. And when he got his chance, it was nothing to talk about.
He's the guy you want your daughter to date. No. Okay, wait.
I don't know how he got
with the
here.
Vikings.
Julian Edelman is just like,
and before that, he was injury prone. Like, I understand that you like Thielen. Okay, I'll answer your question. What's the difference between Adam Thielen and Julian Edelman? Adam Thielen is bigger physically. Julian Edelman was just better than him. I don't know what to tell you.
I mean,
just
in and
better.
out of cuts, in and out of
in his prime, Riddell, please, Riddell.
Like
in his prime, if he plays for Tom Brady, what are we?
Tom Brady would have done it with anybody. What are we talking about?
Is this just your argument for who's better?
The difference,
if you put him on a team with Tom Brady, he performs. Is that your argument now?
Well, I think the difference.
Okay, go ahead.
The difference between Edelman and Thielen is that similar to how I feel about like Kelsey and Mahomes. Thielen and Edelman and Brady literally read each other's minds.
Yeah, you're right about that.
So,
but that's because they play with each other, though.
I
get that. He's been there so long.
Yeah.
No, he just understood football at a similar level.
To a Super Bowl.
He understood Thielen is also one of them guys, Riddell, that Tom Brady would have liked because he's a guy that if you say 5 and out, he's gonna run a 5 and out. He ain't gonna freestyle like Ocho. He gonna run the routes you want him to run. On top of that, I think a guy like Thielen like this, right? With a guy like Adam Thielen and his situation, when you look at y'all do this with me, right? I'm telling you, Adam Thielen has never had the situationship that Wes Welker has had. Because again, I'm just being honest, bro. But if I say that and you say you can't do that, he had Tom Brady, he had Peyton Manning shit, well then don't sit there and when we having this argument with Julio Jones, all you niggas is ganging up on me saying that fucking Marvin Harrison had Peyton Manning. Y'all pick and choose when y'all want to talk about situationship. That's the bullshit. That's the bullshit.
No. I'm not using situationship. But when you're saying that, so what you are saying early is that Adam Thielen would be more productive with Tom Brady than Wes Welker was. That's what I think you are trying to say, and I disagree with you.
I'm just saying he would be just as productive. And why I say that is simply because not only is he an inside guy, because Adam Thielen was routing niggas up. That 1,000 yards, most of that was on the inside. But I watched Adam Thielen in his prime be a legit outside receiver and give you work, bro. That's all I'm saying. Like, if Adam Thielen played for fucking Patrick Mahomes and fucking Tom Brady and them, then we talk about him differently. We do this in history, dog. We'll go back and see a guy like Arnold Johnson. I hate to go back here again, and we'll talk about what he was when he didn't have anything. Then we'll talk about a guy like Julio or one of these guys who had a great situation, and then talk about how great they are. We gotta stop picking and choosing when we doing that shit, dog. What I'm telling you is that Adam Thielen has been a 1,000-yard receiver
you tried out
with no athletic ability, dog.
Early. First of all, let's stop.
That's not
Adam
true,
Thielen is way more athletic than Wes Welker. Wes Welker literally redefined the slot position.
I set you up with it. I know he's more athletic. I thought he would have been better.
Wes Welker literally redefined what it means to be a slot receiver. That's what Wes Welker did. That's what he did. With Randy Moss on his fucking team, Wes Welker was great.
Hey, Mike, we ain't talking about that. Niggas trying to have arguments now.
He was great after Randy left. He was great after Randy left.
This is just my opinion, bro. This is just my opinion. I think if Adam Thielen played,
there's a reason why Peyton Manning did everything he could to go get him. There's a reason why. It wasn't just
by the
he's
time
a Tom Brady merchant.
But
Adam Thielen plays with Brady has a Cooper Cup like
look good. Stokely look good. Let's stop it, man.
Wes Welker was better than Stokely. He was better. He cleared him. He cleared him.
Oh my God! What I just said was, you said he went out of his way to get at Wes Welker. I said by the time he got Wes Welker, he was already established from the Matrix. And I said that. A nigga like Peyton Manning made Brandon Stokely look good. Of course, he knew he could get busy with Wes Welker. Of course.
Wait. Also, like Adam
you would have told me that. Go ahead, Mike. I'm sorry, Mike.
I'm just saying, wasn't Adam Thielen like one of the fastest receivers like in the league?
Never. Nigga running 4.6, 4.65 or something like that. Never.
I thought he was fast.
Fuck no, he wasn't.
He also
dude who said Wes Welker was never top 10, dude. You know,
I need that saw that you're spoken.
Adam Thielen ran a 4.45.
Yeah, I knew he was freaking fast, bro. I knew he was fast.
Yeah, but no, but But
I didn't know he was that fast.
what call it? He's not athletic. He's not athletic. Like, bro, when you're looking at Adam,
I ain't gonna lie. I thought he was slow.
One thing early fails to mention is also the injury bug that Adam Thielen went through with his time in the Vikings.
Which is why his career wasn't as good as it should have been. But also, like, if you want to praise, like, because you like to do this, you like to praise Edelman for being a quarterback and all that stuff. We got to praise that Adam Thielen is one of the few receivers that came from a D2 school and dominated in the NFL. Like, that was unprecedented for him to do that. So
no one is saying that Adam Thielen was a bum. I want like
that wouldn't sound. Y'all act like he never had a legit career, dog.
No, you just compare.
No, we're not saying that. You're trying to put him in places he doesn't. Quite frankly, he's just not there.
Guys, can we be honest, bro? Who the fuck is Wes? Like, come on, man. I hate
Wes
that we
Welker
do
has
this,
Hall of
man.
Fame numbers.
Because some niggas ain't lucky like that, and that's the fucking problem with y'all. Some niggas don't have that. Niggas like Andre Johnson, Brandon Marshall didn't have that. So when I fight for them, y'all
Andre
say
Johnson and Brandon Marshall are better than Wes Welker. What are we talking about? They were better.
No, Welker's better than them.
Some niggas didn't have a great
Andre
situation.
Johnson's better than Wes Welker. Nobody.
Some niggas didn't have a great situation.
Marshall over Wes Welker.
Yeah.
Some niggas didn't have a great situation, like I keep saying, Some niggas didn't have a great situation, dog. Some niggas have been on teams putting up legit numbers, but they wouldn't go on the way because the team wasn't as good. So we don't look at
in my opinion, bro, if Adam Thielen plays with Tom Brady, puts up Cooper Kupp numbers, bro. Them same numbers Cooper Kupp did.
No,
that's
man.
my opinion.
Maybe not Cooper Kupp because they're amazing, but Tom Brady had Adam Thielen 13, 14, 15 yards every season, y'all.
Listen. I just want to know.
That'd be his best friend.
Had 2K. Cooper Kupp in the year 2K. What does Adam Thielen do better?
Let's keep it a
And the answer is he does nothing better than Cooper Kupp. He doesn't do anything better than Cooper Kupp.
That's my point. That's my point. If you put him with that quarterback, the thing that
Cooper Kupp? Because we know don't use Cooper Kupp the same way Matthew Stafford did.
Hey, Kupp is the
Cooper Kupp had arguably the greatest receiver season of all time.
I mean,
hold up, wait a minute. For one, he had an extra game. Let's always talk. Niggas don't ever talk about that. But my thing is this though with Adam Thielen, right? I mean, Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp is great. Cooper Kupp is great. But how many niggas have we watched, guys? And y'all are all old enough, except for probably Mike, to see. We watched guys, bro, have a bad career first 2 or 3 years because they didn't have anybody, and then finally get some. Who the fuck? Let's be real. Let's be really real, guys. Who did we think Eric Decker and Demaryius Thomas was before fucking Peyton Manning got there? Because I say the Demaryius Thomas stats. I'll show you what they look like when he had Tim Tebow on them there. Did nobody believe him?
No. Early captain. Tim Tebow was untalented. He was just finding a way to win.
But I'm telling you, we didn't believe in him before Peyton Manning got there.
Talented receiver.
Whoa. We believed in Demaryius Thomas.
But I'm talking about Eric Decker. Eric Decker. Anybody think Eric Decker was good?
Well, no. Eric Decker was a fraud.
Eric Decker was as good as Wes Welker. Is that what you're trying to say right now?
Yeah,
you're wrong.
I'm telling you, situation. Oh my God.
No.
Situation, bro. Situation.
Wait.
If Cooper Kupp never plays with Matthew Stafford, he never has that year. You never talk about it like this. Can we agree to that? Can we agree to that?
No.
Because
this is why. Wait. Let me answer that. That's the reason why that's not true is literally because Cooper Kupp was the impetus of what was it? The year when they went to the Super Bowl against the Patriots. Was he not on that team?
Was he not what? Was he? I'm sorry, my was he not what?
He said about Rob Williams.
Was he not the best receiver on that team when they went to the Super Bowl that year and had a great offense? He was the best receiver on that team. I know Robert Woods was great that season.
That team didn't have anybody. Him and Robert Wood would get the same amount of touches, guys.
Oh, Robert Wood, bro. Like there was another receiver in here, bro.
No, Cooper Kupp was better. Cooper Kupp was better. I'm sorry, Cooper.
So okay, let's do this then. You got the computer in front of you, random. What did them Cooper Kupp stats look like before Matthew Stafford got there?
Dude, he had 1,300 yards.
More than 1,000 yards, except for one season he got hurt and he only had 600.
No, the problem with Kupp, this is his entire career, by the way.
But did we think Kupp was 1,900 yards?
It's only been injuries. No. It's only been injuries. Because when Kupp played, he was good every single time.
Yeah, he had 870 yards in his rookie year. Like,
but see, Kupp injuries don't even pertain to every receiver. Because Cooper Kupp will get in the run game, bro. Cooper Kupp will get
869 receiving yards. Like, Kupp was always good, He was injured. He was always like that's the thing that kept Cup back. He was injured.
I mean, I'm
Cooper
looking.
Cup
Cup
might be
back.
the bigger what if than Josh Gordon. No cap. No, I'm joking.
I was about to say you crazy, bro. You
Josh
crazy.
Gordon was freaking.
But if Cooper Cup stayed healthy, like never gets injured, he could go
You could take
as
away
like
one of those games. You could take away his last game early. It's still one of the best receiving seasons of all time. You could take away his Cooper Cup's last game, still one of the best receiving seasons of all time. He was just dominant that season.
But it's just
Yeah,
situations.
Cup. No. It's not. He was good before Stafford. So he was
good before Stafford.
And Cup. My thing is Cup. Legit could have been like an all-time great wide receiver if he didn't get like injured all the time. Man,
he would have been a perennial. He would have had 1,000 yards and probably at least 5.
He did have in 2019. He had 1,000 yards. He had
he
over
I'm
1,100 yards.
I'm saying if he doesn't get injured, like there's an argument he could have had 1,000 yards in like 4 or 5 straight seasons, which would have.
Oh, for sure. Because in 2019, he didn't even play all 16 games, and he played 14 and got 1,000. In 2020, he played 12 and got 974. Like, Cup is the real deal. But
can y'all hear me?
You get injured.
No, I think prime Cup.
Y'all see me?
Legit. Yeah, no, we can't.
We can't.
I think prime Cup.
We can't see you, but we hear you.
We start my phone.
But yeah, I think prime Cup was legit, man. Like I don't know.
Cup is a demon. I stand by Cooper Cup.
But I remember I drafted him in fantasy in like the second round when he had that 2,000-yard season because I was literally like, yeah, this dude is ridiculous. And now he has Matthew Stafford. Like, and I saw like the thing about how they were having lunch together, and I was like, oh wait, this could be a good pairing. And then he had 2,000 yards. It's freaking crazy.
All right. Let's get on to our main topic here. So the NFL, God, it's probably about 3 weeks now on NFL Throwback, their YouTube channel. They listed what they thought was the Mount Rushmore for every NFL team. So your Mount Rushmore, you got 4 players, right? We're gonna probably have a debate about a few teams and also maybe a declaration. Like the Tennessee Titan one is ridiculous in terms of just running back talent alone. The Tennessee Titans might have the greatest running back staple in league history if you look at it. Like so, but like Chris Johnson, Derrick Henry, Earl Campbell, Hefe,
Eddie George, bro.
Like they just got great running backs. But
they do.
But let's start off. I made a tier list, right? I made a tier list. Hopefully, early make it back by then. But I made a tier list, and I got the names. So I'll tell you guys the names, and we can decide where they go. We will start with the Cardinals. But if you guys ever have a chance, go watch it on. It's an hour and a half, so it is a long video. But it's really worth it to just kind of learn more about history of some teams. Like for instance, I don't really know that much about the Cardinals, but just learning about them was pretty cool. Like they had an OJ that was number 32, but he played for them. He was nice. He actually helped the Giants, ironically, upset the Bills in the 1990s. He was an honorable mention for them. But let's start with the Arizona Cardinals. Their Mount Rushmore was Larry Fitzgerald, no question, Kurt Warner, Dan Dierdorf, and Aeneas Williams.
What are we looking at?
Where do we believe? We're starting to rank. We're starting to put the tier list of all the NFL Mount Rushmores, which was made by the NFL. We're starting with the Cardinals. The Cardinals early was their Mount Rushmore.
Oh, the 4 best players on each team.
Yeah, the 4 best players on each team. So for the Cardinals, it's Larry Fitzgerald, Kurt Warner, Dan Dierdorf, and Aeneas Williams. Obviously,
Kurt Warner is an all-time great for the Cardinals. Damn, the Cardinals have a sucky franchise.
Hey, he's the best quarterback they've ever had. He's the best quarterback they've ever had.
That's sad because that wouldn't even they didn't even have prime fucking Kurt Warner for real. Like,
and when Kurt Warner played for them, he was the first quarterback to take 2 different teams to the Super Bowl when he did it. So
you sure?
I believe so. Yes, when he did, he was the first one to do it.
I would say
I don't think nobody else did it. I'm thinking
Larry Fitz, Kurt Warner,
Dan Dierdorf, who's a Hall of Famer in his own right.
Dan Dierdorf he's an all-time great for the Cardinals.
And by the way,
so when we do this, right? When we do this, They already did the list? Or are we doing it ourselves?
No, they already did the list. You can go watch the video early. I'll share it with you in the private
So
chat.
then, what are we doing in particular?
We are ranking them. We're putting them on a tier list, and we can move them around.
Oh, we're putting their Mount Rushmore on tier list.
Yes, I have the entire Mount Rushmore listed.
Oh, okay. Well, then
So,
we doing a Cardinals.
This is compiled by the NFL themselves.
Larry
early.
Fitzgerald, Kurt Warner, not even a top 10 quarterback, a top 3 to 5 all-time receiver. Dan Dierdorf was him. And who's their other guy?
Williams. And Aeneas Williams.
Aeneas Williams. He got a lot of picks. But
I'll go from my knowledge.
B or C, honestly.
I'll go C.
B or C. And as we look at these lists,
I think it's got to be C.
Right now,
I'm not gonna cap. Actually, I mean, I could see.
But that's not fair for the franchise who had, like, I know franchises like the Cowboys and the fucking Steelers and shit gonna have. That's not even fair, man. Them niggas have been around for fucking forever.
Well, I mean, the Cardinals are taking the St. Louis.
They're taking the St. Louis version of them and the Arizona version of them. So for instance, Houston is really shafted by this because they're the youngest franchise.
Yeah,
but they have had some great talent in their own right.
Is Kurt all-time Ram too?
I don't know. We'll find out when we get there.
All right.
I guess you could put it in B because of Larry, but I don't know.
Yeah. Mike, I like that, Mike. I might do B because of Larry. Larry deserves B.
Are we going?
Larry can't carry that much, man.
I mean, but Aeneas Williams, one of the best quarterbacks of all time. Darren Dierdorf was him.
I mean, all these
by the way, fun fact,
he didn't allow it. One of the best, like all of them are.
So I go B.
All right.
Let's just put it this way: without Larry, this is a certified.
When we start comparing to other teams, it'll show where they're supposed to go.
Yeah, we can move them around.
So we're going Arizona Cardinals at B. So the Atlanta Falcons, they had their Mount Rushmore was Deion Sanders, Matt Ryan, Julio Jones, and Toby Norbis.
Deion Sanders, Matt
so hold on
Ryan.
real quick. Let me run some interference for Toby because a lot of people are gonna be like, who the fuck is that? He was the first player ever drafted by the Falcons in 1996. And he was a rookie of the year. He was also voted to the first Pro Bowl in the rookie year, and he's also a Hall of Famer. He was on the 1960s All-Decade team. Toby Norbis.
What does he do?
He was a linebacker.
Toby.
So he was the first player the Falcons ever drafted in 1966.
Tony Norbis?
And
how do you spell his name?
Nobis.
Yeah, I got to
see. Put him at D. Fuck the Falcons.
Like Tommy. My bad. Tommy. Tommy.
I ain't gonna lie. Other than Deion, that list is mid as fuck. I'm saying C. That list ain't even better than the Cardinals.
Well, no, okay, C. So we're gonna put that in C, then I think the Cardinals have to be in C.
That list me. I'm putting it C.
Better. I don't see how the Falcons are worse than the Cardinals. So if we're gonna put the Falcons.
Just saying,
Larry's better than Julio. Kirk's better than Matt Ryan. Aeneas Williams is a better defensive player than Toby. And who's the last person?
Deion and Don.
And Deion.
I don't know if I agree. I don't know if I.
The Falcons don't have anybody on Deion's level.
Let's go see. Let's go see.
Fine, C.
And let's be real. That ain't even. Let's be real. That ain't even. That's not even winning Deion.
Yeah, but that was still dominant.
That was the dude who was flying back and forth.
We're not going. We're not going. If y'all going to do Larry, we're going to do
Falcons. That's nasty. Earlier,
that's
being nasty with that.
But right now, that's a C. I'm sorry, y'all.
That Deion stuff was kind of nasty though.
I think obviously I'm caving for Toby for Tommy because y'all don't know him. To be the first pick in a franchise's history, you're the rookie of the year. You go to the Pro Bowl your first year. You're on the 60s decades team, and you're a Hall of Famer plus numerous first team All Pros. I understand that he's
he's on the what? He's on the what decade team?
He was on the 1960s All Decade team. He was drafted in 1966.
Oh, so the Falcons been out since the 60s?
Yep.
I just said 1996 for some reason.
60s.
I thought you said
fellas. Let's listen to what I just told you. Tommy was drafted in 1966 and made the 1960s All-Decade team.
Damn.
Now ain't no damn because we gonna do that. We gonna do that.
He's
because
a good player.
Some other old niggas, and y'all niggas say I'm done with that. Yeah, no.
I'm just saying.
Do it now,
Don
Hudson.
Fellas,
player.
That's like Mahomes. That's like Mahomes getting drafted in 17 and making the all-decade team for the 2010s.
But
So
he-
early.
but
If
he's
I
not
tell
Mahomes.
you, wait.
Just
I just
put
have
him
a
at
question
C.
for early.
I don't. No, I really.
I
I
know,
really
I'm not
for
fighting
early.
this.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not trying to debate about Tommy Noob.
No, I have a
Really,
question
but
for
I
early.
don't
If
care.
I say
Like-
that Andre Johnson was a top 5 receiver ever, does that allow me to talk about older players? If I say Brandon Marshall is a top 10 receiver of all time, can I talk about older players?
No, Mike. Mike.
I'm
It's the
messing with you,
reason
I'm
why
messing
you on this show, Mike, because I fuck with your football mind. What I'm saying is, I watch you niggas, them 60s and 70s. I watch you niggas say, I'm done with them.
Actually, I feel like the
done with
Falcons
them.
could be B
God.
tier. I feel like the Falcons could be B tier. The
Yeah,
only thing.
right.
I
the
think
only
if we
thing-
have if you have the Cardinals,
Yeah,
you know what?
the
This is what I'm willing to do.
Falcons-
Hey, look,
The
I will put
Falcons
Cardinals
definitely-
C. We're not gonna
I'm
put them up
willing
to
to
the
move the
Cardinals up there.
Cardinals down.
They going
I'm
to
willing to
C
move the
too.
Cardinals down.
Oh yeah, bring Cardinals down.
Yeah.
then.
Put the
Yeah, bring
Cardinals
Cardinals
on C.
down. Bring
Put the Cardinals
down.
on C. Because I don't
Yeah,
see
they should
how
be on
the
the same
Falcons
tier.
are worse. Yeah. All
Give
right.
me 1 second. Sorry, I accidentally clicked off the Carolina Panthers one. But theirs was also Panthers Mount Rushmore. Okay, so their Mount Rushmore was Cam Newton,
Yeah,
Luke
there it is.
Kuechly, Julius Peppers, and Steve Smith.
Now let's be real, guys.
Bro, I'm not
This
going to
is
lie.
a hell
That's
of a
really
lineup.
good.
Woo, it's a lot of all pros on that goddamn team.
Every
We
single
talking
team
about
we're gonna talk about has all pros.
14,000 yard receiver Steve Smith. We talking about Lily. Now we didn't say I had a whole argument with the Trenton boys. They said Luke Kuechly might be a top 3 to 5 linebacker all time.
They
And only
did say
played
that.
8 to 9 seasons.
They did
Now
say
we
that.
looking at the weak link on this team is probably Cam. That's the weak link. Because Julius Peppers was one of the Julius Peppers got niggas paid being athletic at that D line
Julius
position.
Peppers.
And was a
Bro, this is
basketball
C
player.
tier. I
Julius
don't care.
Peppers
what
was
we're
a
doing right
Pac-10
C tier?
basketball player.
now.
I think this team's better than both of them.
Me
no,
too.
No. This is recency bias because Cam Newton is the worst quarterback here.
That's true.
Steve Smith is the worst receiver here. Julius Peppers compared to Tommy Nubis
One of the best pass rushers of all
Elias
time.
Williams is the worst defender
Steve
here.
Smith over
They
Julio.
are C
Mike,
tier. Like Luke
Hefe.
Kuechly is
Steve
carrying
Smith
this,
or Julio,
this
Hefe.
team.
Pound for pound.
I'm going Steve Smith all day.
Luke Kuechly's not as good as Dion and Larry Fitz. So they should
What?
probably be D tier. So I don't like, I mean, like, let's, hey, I know we love recency bias, but nah, we can't let
Are we being
recency
for
bias
real?
carry the Panthers to B. That's crazy.
So we talking about whoa. Let's do this then. Let's have some fun. That Falcons team, how many of them are Hall of Famers?
Matt,
Everybody
Julio's a Hall of
except for
Famer.
Julio and Matt.
Dan is going to be Dan's a Hall of Famer, and Tommy's a Hall of Famer.
Tommy's a
Hall
Hall
of
of Famer.
Matt's going to be a Hall of Famer.
So
Yeah,
Matt has a better chance of being a Hall of Famer than Cam Newton. We know this, right?
we know that.
Yeah.
But them other 3 are bona fide Hall of Famers. Bona fide.
Yeah, Julio's a bona fide Hall of Famer.
I don't know about bona fide.
Bro, Steve Smith. You can't say Steve Smith's a bona fide Hall of Famer, not Julio. That is crazy. You're doing the madness right now. That is
I can't get
crazy.
with that.
That
I
is
don't
crazy.
care.
I'm confused.
Honestly-
Hey, real quick. Can we do a side by side of Julio's numbers and then T. Smith?
No, honestly,
I'd like
I'm
to
not
do
even
that too.
mad. No, I'm
Y'all
not
wanna do
mad
that.
if you.
Let's
no,
do
I'm
that.
not. No, early. I'm not mad if you want to say that Steve Smith was better than Julio because Steve Smith was a freaking dog, but
No, he's not bona fide.
Julio
Nigga,
Jones is
nigga, Steve Smith
100% a
clears
Hall of
Julio
Famer.
when it comes
He's
to stats.
100% a Hall of Famer. There's no doubt in my mind about that. Julio
All right,
Jones
we can
is
put
the
Panthers
top.
in C. I'm not putting him D though. We can put him in C.
Yeah, I think they. I don't think they're D. I think those 4 players are not willing of a D.
The Bears
right,
gonna be
let's go
horrible
see.
because who the
Like-
Mount Rushmore for them? Can Mike
I could
Singletary
argue- I
and
could
Brian
argue
Urlacher
D,
both
but-
be in the
I will let you know
They
here
got
in a
Brian
second.
Urlacher.
The Bears might be A, so
that might be a
Come on.
problem, Slim. Let's see what they got.
All right. Crap. I got.
They
so
got no
many tabs
receivers.
open.
They probably all defense too. Oh, and Walter Payton.
Yeah, and Walter Payton.
That's it.
The
Uh,
Panthers C, that's fine.
All right. Panthers are C.
Yeah,
Are we put? Is it? Are we? Where are we putting them? In front or
I
behind?
think
bottom,
they
They
should
can
be.
be at the
I-
end. I don't really care. They can be at the end.
Yeah, bottom.
Okay.
don't
I
know.
think the
I think
Cardinals
they
have
should
a
be
better
ahead
team.
of-
Nah, Deion's there. Never mind. We'll put Cardinals first. I mean Falcons first.
All
Okay.
right,
So
Bears.
the Chicago Bears Mount Rushmore is Sid Luckman, Walter Payton, Mike Singletary, and Dick Butkus.
Dick
No
Butkus
Brian
and Mike Singletary
Urlacher?
over Brian Urlacher? They could have had 3 linebackers for real.
Well, Dick Butkus is like
Who's the Sid nigga though? That's an older guy.
He's technically you could argue he's maybe the best.
No Mike
quarterback they've ever
Ditka?
had. Mike Ditka didn't. He coached for them. This is players.
Mike Ditka
This is
played
players.
for
Currently.
I definitely thought he played for him.
He
Tight
definitely
end?
played for them.
I thought he played for Dallas.
No, Mike Ditka played for
I
Chicago.
think he played for the Bears.
Well, I mean, he's just a tight end, so.
And he one of the
Well,
first.
he played
Mike
for
Ditka
Philly
is
and
one of the
Dallas.
first pass catching tight ends, by the way, y'all.
Yeah,
He's one of the
played for
first
both
dual
of them.
threat tight ends ever.
Dude, he had.
Oh snap! He had 1,000 yards his
rookie
first
year.
season in the league in
His rookie year
1961.
had
I
1,000.
apologize,
That's
Mike
crazy.
Dick. I wasn't familiar with
Yeah,
your
I'm about
game.
to say you don't know about Mike. You tripping?
Mike-
But
yeah, Mike was
his
crazy.
stats steadily go down since then. Like
We
Yeah,
know
that's
that.
crazy.
For him to do that, in his
Steadily.
career, he's a problem. Come on, stop it.
No, it's kind of
Yeah,
insane.
in his
how
prime,
bad-
in his
how-
prime, he had one season of 111 yards and 2 touchdowns in his prime.
Yeah.
Mike
So
Ditka
Walter-
Mike Ditka changed tight ends forever.
But there were
dog.
better tight ends. There were better tight ends than him. Way better tight
Yeah,
ends. than him.
I don't know about
25.
Sid Luckman, but Walter Payton is obviously one of the greatest running backs we've ever seen.
Sweetness.
And
Sweetness.
then we got Dick Butkus, also,
And
also
Mike
amazing.
Singletary.
Mike
And Mike Singletary.
Walter Payton was so good. He had other grown men calling him Sweetness. That would never fly in today's era. That would never fly in today's. I would never call
Wouldn't
another
that
man
fly?
Sweetness.
Wouldn't that fly more now in this era than it would back then?
No, sweetness is what we call glazing. It's sweetness.
Oh, okay, right, yeah.
You literally in
Yeah.
today's era, every time someone called Walter Payton Sweetness, they would have to say pause afterwards.
Dude, I freaking hate that. I hate how you can't like appreciate people's greatness.
You seen Sweetness play today,
in this
pause.
generation.
I
Or
think
you're-
Sweetness
or
had
you're-
1,000 yards this season, pause.
Or you're glazing, bro. Stop glazing, bro. It's like shut up.
Mike Singletary, one of the greatest of all time. The fact that Mike is over Brian Urlacher show you how great Mike is. With them
Mike
crazy
was
eyes,
To be fair, the Chicago Bears have always had great linebackers.
always.
Mm.
Like when you
Dick,
kind of look at their
Dick
history, they've
Buck
always
is
had
he's a
great
great
linebackers.
all time too. That's why they give literally the best linebacker in college, Dick Buckus Award.
Because he was
they
the
hate there. I'm gonna get him A.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think the only reason why I wouldn't say S is
A
because
or
they're not
B.
the quarterback. If they had a great quarterback, it'd be.
I ain't
S
gonna lie
better,
though,
so.
on
Sid Luckman's
defense,
not
I feel
moving
like there's gonna be some better linebackers on this list. So I might go B. I might be with you, Rick. I might go B, honestly.
Yeah, B or
They
A. I
lost
mean,
me to Sid Luckman. They could have put somebody else there.
The problem
yeah, if
when
they
you
put
look at when
someone
you
else,
when you're looking at
they would have been better.
they don't really have other
Marvin
than
had a
Sweetness,
fridge up there, though, bro.
the fridge was not. He's more of a he's more
Yeah,
of a
yeah,
culture
Fridge is
icon
gimmicky.
than he is a player.
Freeze ain't really got no stats. He gimmicky.
Like
Yeah.
I mean, I know they
people
needed
love
a
him for what he
quarterback,
did
but
for the
Sid-
culture,
Sid
but not
Luckman
how he
wasn't
was
it,
for
bro.
the field.
Yeah. You ain't putting Freeze over Brian Urlacher. You ain't putting Freeze.
I don't know why they don't got Brian Urlacher up
I
there,
ain't
bro.
putting
Always
Freeze on Matt
all due
Forte.
respect to Dick Buckins, bro, but definitely I would put Brian
Yeah, I'm
Urlacher
putting
on
Urlacher
there.
over Dick Buckets too. Dick
I
Buckets
think
one
when
of
we're
them. He played his
looking,
era
when we're
type
looking
niggas.
how the
Get outta
NFL made this, they did 2 offensive players and 2 defensive players. And I think when you
here.
look
Yeah,
at
I would go Urlacher over Dick Buckets.
I disagree.
Buckus was part of one of the greatest defenses of all time, right? So
So was Mike Singletary.
Yeah.
No, that was Mike Singletary. Bucket was in front of it. That was the 85
But
year Mike
Butkus was
Singletary.
when Dick Butkus
And
played.
Ron Rivera.
No, hold on.
Yeah.
No. Now you're
Ron Rivera didn't play
trolling.
for the 85 Bears.
Now you're trolling.
Ron
Dick
Rivera
Butkus-
didn't play for the 85 Bears.
But
I'm
no,
really,
he's not-
I
he's
really
not-
do
he's
this,
not Dick
Randall. I'm
Butkus,
really
bro.
a basketball
Early,
savant.
stop being nasty. He's not Dick Butkus. When Dick Butkus played, he was arguably the best linebacker in the league. Maybe
Because he was
the
the
best
only
linebacker.
one in the league
Hey,
with teeth to hit the
hey, Mike. When Brian Urlacher played, what is he arguably one of the best of?
Ray Lewis
I
was
would say
better than him.
linebacker.
Ray Lewis was better than him.
Who?
But he was still. It was literally him and Ray Lewis every year, though. Are we paying for Rick? Come on, Riddell. You better than
Guys,
this. Riddell.
now we're sleeping on
Dick Buckins was playing with offensive linemen until like
I see what
250.
y'all saying.
Now we ain't no Dick
Yeah,
Butkus
B,
'cause he's
B's
old.
fine.
We're moving
Let's
on.
move
We're
on.
moving
Let's
on.
move
We're
on.
moving
We have
on.
so many teams. Let's move on.
All right, the Dallas Cowboys is next.
Oh man.
From what I remember, they said they're one of the teams that just are stacked with when you're looking at their history. They just have
Not
a lot
even
of Hall of
fair.
Famers. Their Mount Rushmore is Bob Lilly, Roger Staubach, Emmitt Smith, and Randy White. That is their
That's their.
I feel like
No,
it
that
could've
don't
been
make
better.
sense. Though. Randy White was a DT, right?
yes.
They could do. They
I
so
feel
many
like they
niggas
could have
better than
done
Randy White.
better. I'm not gonna
I
lie.
think Urban
they
probably.
So
should
many
have
niggas
done.
better
They
than
could
I,
have
Randy
I
done
thought
White.
better.
Urban probably would have made the list, but he got hurt. He got
Just for
injured.
who's on that list, I gotta be real with you. Them niggas is because I'm not taking Roger Staubach over Kurt Warner
Gabby.
or
They
I ain't
they
gonna lie
picked
to you,
Staubach
or Cam
over Aikman.
No,
Aikman-
Staubach. No.
Nah,
Staubach is
Aikman
fine.
really, Aikman
Aikman
really
was like
mid.
a complete
It's
kid.
just Super Bowls. His stats are mid as fuck.
No, honestly,
Riddell, let me give you a perfect example of Aikman. He never threw over 20 touchdowns.
No. Staubach was better than Aikman. Staubach is like he was the first dual threat, dude. He was running out the pocket in like 1970 or whatever. Like that dude is definitely better than Aikman.
Staubach was Roger Staubach was what? Because they played at the same time. He was what Joe Namath thought he was.
And also,
Staubach was actually what people thought Joe Namath was.
Also,
he was really carrying.
Roger Staubach had to start his career late because he had to go serve in the Navy.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, that's
He did
fine,
serve.
but like on a Mount Rushmore, you're really talking about
For the Cowboys? No, he shouldn't be
the
up there.
organization and like the Cowboys when they went on their Super Bowl winning streak. The fact that you don't got a single player on that team.
Who?
They do.
Name
They
the
have,
guys
Smith.
again.
Emmitt Smith.
Smith's
Name
on
the
there,
guys.
right?
Oh, you said Emmitt Smith? I didn't hear Emmitt Smith.
Yeah, Emmitt Smith.
But I agree. I think there should be more players on that run.
Well, also
But
don't
not- but
forget
not
the Cowboys.
Staubach.
The
Well,
Cowboys
over-
would have been the team of the 70s if it wasn't for the Pittsburgh Steelers, who they frequently clashed with the money on the table. Like,
And
some
then
people
Bob
say-
Lilly, Randy White. Are we thinking Bob Lilly and Randy White over
No, I
DeMarcus
think
Ware?
Bob Lilly should be off.
Over DeMarcus Ware?
Bob Lilly's an offensive lineman, one of the greatest offensive linemen of all time.
But then no, you said 2 offense, 2 defense.
My bad. Some team they mainly did that, but some teams they differ.
No, I'm putting DeMarcus Ware. You can keep Bob Lilly, but Randy White, I ain't taking White right over DeMarcus Ware. But see how I'm saying? Like they fucking these
But
lists
Randy
up
White
because
won
these lists
championships
ain't
too.
impressive, bro. Y'all putting niggas on there that y'all
Randy
y'all
White won
did
one Super
some
Bowl.
nostalgia for me.
Yeah, Randy White.
Hey,
Randy White.
I'm a
B.
No,
Hey,
and it's also just
I
like
have yet to hear a
wait,
list
with
that blew me off my feet.
Hold on.
B.
Randy Randy White won a Super Bowl and he had over 100 sacks. Like,
Yeah,
it's
he's
not
one
like
of the only. It's only 3 guys. It's him. If I'm not mistaken, it's him, Randall, and Donald are the only 3 DTs that have over 100
Yeah,
sacks.
so it's not like
So,
Randy
yeah, I
White's
think-
chopped liver here, man.
no,
That's
Randy White.
fine,
Randy White was like
again. Everybody on this list is all time great. So
yeah. But the thing with Bob Lilly, it's like, and shout out Dub for saying this. Like, there's so many other offensive linemen you could have chosen, especially.
I would have picked
like
Larry Allen.
Nobody is saying that Bob Lilly was better than Larry Allen. Like
I would've
Larry
picked Larry
Allen
Allen, but
clears Bob Lilly, so it's not even close to me.
yeah, let's say B tier. Move on.
I was disappointed in this.
They
Now
fucking this
we're
list
on-
up because again, if you'd have gave me Larry Allen, like none of these lists have blew me off my feet yet. Where I go, damn, I forgot they had all of them. So go ahead.
All right,
Yes.
now we're on the
One of these
Detroit
teams
Lions.
that ain't shit as far as all-time franchise, like the Lions, are gonna surprise us. Watch. One
Now-
of these teams
now-
we think ain't shit, like the Vikings or something, are gonna fuck us up. I promise y'all.
Now we have the Detroit Lions, ironically. They have the Night Train, Bobby Lane, Barry Sanders, Calvin Johnson, and Joe Schmidt. I have no idea who Joe Schmidt is, so give me some time to do some research. But
Joe Schmidt?
I don't know a lot of these. But Calvin and
watched the
Calvin
Joe
and
with the D-line.
Barry
He was an
Sanders.
old
Ooh,
I mean, and Night Train
that's
too.
a strong start.
And Night Train. I mean, I think that they're B. If they didn't have Joe Schmidt on there, you could consider it an A if they had someone really good. But because Night Train, Calvin Johnson, and Barry Sanders is kind of a crazy trio. I'm not gonna lie.
That's nasty.
no, Night
That
Train's
is
the
Night
reason
Train
why
to
they
me.
started even implementing pass interference rules because he was crazy. He was wilding in the 50s. But
Right,
he was
yeah.
out
Nigga,
here-
14 picks in an era when niggas didn't even throw the ball. You understand them niggas ran the ball. Them niggas run the ball like 50, 60 times a game in that era. For him to get 14 picks in that league in that time, bro. Yeah, that nigga, he one of the greats that we don't talk about enough. Even when you play with Bob, Night Train Lane on fucking Madden, dog, that nigga like a 97 catch, bro. It's ridiculous.
Well, also when it's like
He's a
on your pro football reference page, your name is Night Train Lane. It's not even your actual name. It's Night Train Lane over Richard Lane. That's when you know you were a freak.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
that's
This
actually
is
insane.
the first A tier list to me so far.
I would
I'm
have
cool
an
with
A
tier.
if it wasn't for
Joe
Schmidt.
Schmidt is an
Are we good with
eight-time
A?
All-Pro. He's a 10-time Pro Bowler, 8-time All-Pro. Joe
What
Schmidt.
was this he play? O-lineman?
Linebacker.
Linebacker. Okay.
He was a linebacker.
Yeah,
He was a linebacker in the 50s.
I'm just gonna.
I told y'all
gonna,
one of these guys, one of these teams we don't expect to be great, gonna have a hell of a list. The Cowboys just fucking it up because they got some niggas, man.
Dude,
I'm not gonna lie. I'm definitely gonna be a heavy stat accolade merchant because there's no way I fucking watch all these old heads players, bro.
No, dude, the Cowboys. The fact that the Cowboys are at a B in the sense of like the people that they chose to get it there, that is like a travesty. Like I don't know how they came up with that BS list, dude. Like,
yeah, A tier is good. Shout out Lions. See, this is what happens when you don't include the quarterback if your quarterback's just not good enough. So
here is the Green Bay Packers.
Talk to me. We know Roger
for the Green Bay Packers. I think the NFL they called it the quarterback Mount Rushmore because nobody can beat their quarterbacks. They have Don Hudson, who I will explain a little bit later. Bart Starr.
You don't have to.
Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers is their Mount Rushmore.
Wait, what's that?
That's just foul. That's just foul.
What's that 3?
So they just include quarterbacks.
So they said Don Hudson, who's the first great NFL receiver.
We know who Don Hudson is. Who's the other
Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers, and Bart Starr.
And Bart Starr. I ain't gonna lie. Woo! Yeah. Let's be real. You could have replaced one of them. I'm be real with you. They might be one of the only teams where you could have replaced one of them and put Vince Lombardi.
Remember, this is players.
I'm just saying how great Vince was.
I think
if you're doing an team one, Vince Lombardi's in there, but this is players
because it's all quarterbacks. I'm not gonna hold you
out and put Vince Lombardi in this play.
Although the quarterbacks are great, because it's all quarterbacks, you got the B tier list. That please.
You think it's a B?
Yeah.
No, Aaron Rodgers.
And Bart Starr. The first.
Oh, now we love Brett Favre.
Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers are the 2 best quarterbacks on this list.
All right, give me A tier then, I guess, because it's all quarterbacks.
Dude. They might need to be S tier, bro.
I think they have a conversation.
Dude, we gotta see. We gotta see. We
can't
just throw niggas up there. We gotta see. Let's see.
That's fair.
Let's see.
All right.
Bart Starr did a lot. Aaron Rodgers. Brett Favre.
The original Great White Hope. Don Hudson.
All right. So the Rams is Jack Youngblood, Aaron Donald, Merlin Olsen, and Deacon Jones.
Jack Youngblood.
Put it in C.
Please Jack put it in C.
So good. Who's the guy?
That would be D tier without Aaron Donald. That's D tier.
Deacon Jones.
Who's the list?
Deacon Jones is solid. Deacon Jones,
Aaron Donald.
Wait! I thought Deacon Jones played for the Purple People.
No,
I thought
he did not. He played for the Rams.
So who name the guys again? Deacon Jones, Jack Youngblood was actually him.
Yeah, Aaron Donald and Merlin Olsen. I'm surprised they did not put Eric Dickerson on this list.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, or
Marshall Faulk.
He was honorable mention.
They had some great receivers.
Or Marshall Faulk or Kurt Warner. Like I'm surprised.
Or Torrey Holt.
But the problem with Kurt Warner, huh?
Who's the last name?
Merlin Olsen. The problem with Kurt Warner is that he did not spend a significant amount of time like these guys.
Who does Merlin? He had 2 MVPs with him though. Who's Merlin Olsen? What did he do?
He only had. He played for Rams. Sorry, give me a second. I got to look this one up.
14-time Pro Bowler, 5-time All Pro. He's been in the all 1960s Hall of Fame team and all 1970s.
What did he do, guys?
He is a D tackle.
Okay, do we take him over Marshall Faulk?
Yes. Oh, he's on 2 all-decade teams early. 2.
Yeah, can I be honest?
He looks pretty
Can I be honest? Niggas being on them all-decade teams in the 60s, 50s, and 70s do not move me. I'm just being honest with you.
Yeah, but it's like you got to
the best of the best early. It's the best of the best.
All right, that's C tier still.
C tier.
So are we
Aaron
not?
Donald.
So are you saying are we not messing with OJ Simpson because he was on the all 70s all decade team? We all know OJ Simpson was him.
No. OJ is him. Let's be some niggas transcend
in a lot of ways.
Some niggas transcend.
Yeah, I think it's you get credit, but I will like slightly air tax you from.
I'll do this. Because they got Deacon Jones. I don't think y'all understand who Deacon Jones was. Deacon Jones and Aaron Donald makes them B tier, but they're the worst B tier. But they're B tier because those are arguably top Deacon, like I don't even understand what Deacon Jones was like. Woo, for his era, woo, my God, Deacon Jones was
All right,
Crazy.
so the worst B tier. All right. So the next one is the Minnesota
Rams are
Vikings.
B tier.
That's so. Oh wait, are we not going B tier? I can move them.
I don't know.
Deacon
man.
Jones, Jack Youngblood, and Aaron Donald give me B tier. Like I don't think I know who got Jack Youngblood.
When I saw the video,
I
was
don't
like,
know
who is
who any of these 60s players are. What
Yeah,
Yeah, my
neither
only
do
thing
I.
is, I don't know how you make that list and you keep Eric Dickerson wasn't because they do a list of 4 honorable mentions for each team. Eric Dickerson was an honorable mention. I was like, I don't know how you just don't.
Who's the honorable mentions?
Eric Dickerson was one of them. It was Eric Dickerson, I think Kurt Warner, Marshall Faulk.
The
and I can't
Rams
remember the
have a
last one.
good like running back.
Yeah, if you put
too.
Eric Dickerson and Marshall Faulk on that, I ain't gonna hold you. They might be A tier, but y'all.
I would have been more comfortable putting in B tier, but I mean.
So are we going C tier with them?
B's fine. B C, that's fine. I don't really care.
They either
All right,
at the
so
end
the
of B
next one
tier
is
or the
the-
top of C tier. Which one you want, Riddell? Or Hefe?
I can't. Aaron Donald alone puts him B tier for me, bro. I ain't gonna hold you.
Aaron
I ain't
Donald, Deacon
gonna-
Jones. If Aaron Donald and Deacon, and I'll compare it to Madden because somebody can do it. If you play Madden and you play the all-time teams and you put Aaron Donald and Deacon Jones on the same line, when I tell you,
Trouble. Wait him down.
All right, so that is the Minnesota Vikings. Their Mount Rushmore
let's talk to him. Randy Moss
is Alan Page, Adrian Peterson, Fran Tarkenton, and Chris Carter.
Ooh, I like
Chris Randy.
No,
Randy Moss
guys
was
on
a
These
honorable
guys are-
mention.
I'm sorry,
But I'm taking
These
okay,
guys
Fran
are
Tarkenton,
freaking
Alan
cracking.
Page. I'm taking.
Who made this list? Bro?
I'm taking
These-
Randy.
The
over
NFL
Alan
did.
Page.
The NFL did.
Dude, no.
Why are they sitting on Randy Moss?
Because
They
these
don't need
people are
Randy Moss.
guaranteed over the age of 55.
But hold on though, Riddell, because why we saying that is because if Randy Moss ain't on the all-time, if he's not on the all-time Vikings list, he ain't gonna make no list.
Oh, for
Yeah, that's
sure.
what I'm
He's cooked.
saying, bro.
That's what happens when you jump on every team. T.O.'s not making a list either.
No, he
So,
will.
No,
he
he's
might
not.
not.
No,
He
he's
ain't
not.
making
He's not
no
making any
Theo
list.
probably won't, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I actually like this
Damn,
one.
top
Alan
three,
Page.
not
Alan
making no
Page was
list?
a freak.
Oh, that's so
Alan Page was a
terrible.
freak. Chris Carter, a top 15 receiver, bare minimum. Adrian Peterson, top 5 running back.
All time.
Frank Tarkenton,
And Fran
underrated.
Tarkenton,
Talk about
who
dual
was
threat quarterback.
Dog.
back in the day.
Dog.
Underrated.
he was actually Roger Staubach before Roger Staubach. Let's keep it a
He was
stack.
the GOAT. He was the GOAT when he retired, right?
Even though I
You
like
could
everybody,
he
I'm
definitely had an
no.
argument for it. He definitely had an
Even
argument.
though I
for it.
like everybody on the list, I feel like they still
What did
have
Alan
to be
Page do? I know that
C
name.
tier.
He was a defensive lineman.
lineman. Yeah.
That's who it was. Oh, Alan Page is the greatest. You're right. He's Alan Page is one
He
of
was
the
on the
greatest,
purple eaters, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was on
you're
purple.
right.
Yeah. He was a.
He had
freaking beast.
148 sacks,
Yeah, he's a problem.
148 and a half sacks, and I
Jeez.
think that's more impressive when in older times than it is now. When you
I
have
feel like it's-
over 100 sacks in the 70s, we got to talk.
Nah,
Yeah, almost
no,
had
it's not.
50.
Because Deacon Jones had like one. First of all, Deacon Jones played for like 5 seasons where it didn't count sack. If they counted sack, Deacon Jones had like 190 sacks.
But early, that still doesn't beat what I'm saying. If you had a ton of sacks in an older time when they were running the ball, like you said, 30 times, 30, 40, 50, 60 times a game, and you still had over 100 sacks in your career,
But Deacon Jones played in the same era, was better than Alan Page.
No,
way better.
Deacon Jones played in an earlier era.
It was better.
Alan Page literally played late 60s to the 80s. That's what he played.
Yeah.
But if they're
Deacon
passing
Jones
the ball
better than
less, doesn't that make it greater though?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but when you're looking at Deacon Jones, let me look exactly when he played.
Deacon
When did
Jones
Deacon-
literally
Hold on.
how they call
When
Dwayne
did
Brown the
when did
Godfather of the show?
Deacon Jones?
Deacon
finish
Jones
his
the
career?
godfather of sacks.
Deacon Jones played from 1961 to 1974.
Did he win a DPOY?
And they did not count sacks for like 3 or 4 years.
They didn't. I don't think they had the award back then, but he
So
did
Alan
have.
Page won a DPOY on Deacon Jones' watch. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you ain't
I'm
shit.
just saying. Hey, I think the Vikings one is comparable to the Rams one.
Same. I think they not. I think I'm gonna put Rams. I think the teams that got a great offense and defense, I love. I'm gonna do B for Vikings, but I'm gonna put them above the you know what? Bob Lilly, Randy White, Roger Staubach, Fran Tarkenton. They ain't better than the Bears. They might, huh?
They're better
I'm
than
gonna be
the Cowboys.
wrong. If we doing that, because you got the Bears got who? The Bears got Mike Singletary. The Cowboys are the best B team.
Okay.
I agree.
And then I'll put the Vikings in front of the Rams between the Bears.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna boost you if you have a great quarterback. You get boost points.
I ain't gonna lie, that means a lot. And I'm realizing
I was
that
gonna
7
say, yeah.
listed,
Does that
not many
count for
guys.
anything?
There's a lot of niggas that ain't got no quarterback. Okay, we know Drew Brees. I want to guess these. Drew Brees. Who else?
Okay. If you want to guess, I have them, but we can guess for the Saints. Drew Brees is one of them.
Well, Drew Brees is obviously one.
We know Drew Brees was there. Who was one of their great linebackers? Is that linebacker that played? Is Sam Mills on there?
No.
Demario Davis.
Receivers, running back. They never had a great running
Cameron
back.
Jordan.
Yes.
Cameron Jordan's an all-time great Saint. That's nasty.
He was on the team mad long.
Then Will, my
great.
man, Big Will Smith should have been there, even though RIP to Will Smith.
But he's better.
You're right. Who else they had? Did they have a great corner over there?
No.
Great
There's no corners.
He's Hart. I know he a creep. No.
Is Archie Manning on here?
No.
No.
Okay, just checking.
They're not that dumb.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie.
That would be Glaze, Riddell. That would be pure Glaze.
I ain't gonna lie. Darren Sharper could be on the Vikings or the. I know he's a creep.
He's not on.
I don't know the other guys. I feel like they're old heads.
Yeah,
Are they
gotta
old
be.
heads?
All right. So the other two are Ricky
linebacker.
Jackson and Willie Roaf.
Who?
Ricky
Trash.
Jackson and Willie Roaf.
Yeah, no.
Ricky Jackson. I knew it was going. I knew it was with Ricky and Sam.
Go ahead and put him at D. Go ahead and put him at D.
Yeah, this is definitely D. I'm not gonna lie.
No.
Yeah,
They got
it's
Drew
D.
Brees on the list. Hold on, wait.
Oh, they do have Drew Brees.
So it's Drew Brees,
We don't
Cameron
do that.
Jordan, Ricky
the
Jackson, and
Saints.
Willie Roaf.
I ain't gonna lie, they are D because compared to the other D linemen we've seen, like Drew Peppers and them, Cameron Jordan is mid. Drew Brees is probably one of the better quarterbacks on this list, but that's about it. I'm not taking Ricky Jackson.
Other than Aaron
or Mike
Rodgers, he's the
Singletary
best
or
quarterback
Dick
on this
Buckets
list.
or Brian Urlacher if they had him out there.
So if Drew Brees
They got the worst
alone,
linebacker in this tier.
Drew Brees could
Early.
carry it this season.
Early.
Not
Other
with one
than-
championship. We're not
early,
gonna carry
early,
one contending championship.
Early.
No, we not.
Other than Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees is the best quarterback on this list.
Drew Brees is not better than Brett Favre.
No, that's cap.
Let's not
That's hella cap.
Another
That's
time.
cap.
Another
That's
time.
how
Link said that.
Oh
Another
my
time.
God.
The words of Riddell. Another time.
Yeah,
I'll
I'll take the guy who throws less picks.
I haven't heard nobody that wasn't shit yet, so I'm gonna put him at the end of C. I ain't heard nobody that wasn't shit. We're gonna hear what a team that ain't shit and put him in D, but
All
no
right,
one deserves
so-
D so far.
Yeah, Drew Brees is like a top 7 quarterback, so carrying it to C tier is fine with me.
All right. So the New York Giants.
Lawrence Taylor.
Lawrence Taylor.
Lawrence Taylor.
Eli
Yeah.
Manning better
Manning's
be
not
on
on
the
the
list.
list.
Lawrence
He's not on the
Taylor. Who
Lawrence
else was
Taylor.
great for them? Lawrence Taylor.
Is Tiki on this?
Strahan's on the list.
Strahan. It's gonna be some
Tiki on
niggas
it?
on here. Who? Name the guys. Strahan.
Is Tiki on it?
Tiki's not on it.
Okay.
They had great
Strahan,
corners.
Lawrence Taylor.
No, let's stop because you're not gonna get these other two guys. You're not.
They're
'Cause
old
they're
heads, aren't they?
They're old
big
heads.
old heads.
They fuck
So-
up the list with these old heads, man.
So-
Lawrence Taylor and Michael Strahan, you give me 2 good ones after that. Give me 1 good one, and it's a problem.
Hold on.
There's
so
no way Eli Manning's not on this list. I don't
Eli
care.
Manning's not on it.
This is.
I'm gonna be real though. If you give me Michael Strahan, Eli, and Lawrence Taylor, I might do ST.
I love to hear it.
That bum
So
Eli Manning
here-
don't deserve to be on no all time.
Oh, Y.A. Tittle. Yeah.
Why Tittle's
Why-
not on the list.
I was about to say Eli Manning is the greatest quarterback we've ever had. So
So
Go ahead, go ahead,
I
go ahead, go ahead.
will say this. So,
Okay,
so here's their Mount Rushmore. It's Lawrence Taylor, Michael Strahan, Emlyn Tunnel, and Mel Hine. I don't know who Mel Hine is, and I'm not looking this one up.
Now
But-
they keep
Hold on,
fucking
hold
the
on,
list up with these older
hold
niggas, man.
on. Emlyn Tunnel was the Emlyn Tunnel played in the I think he played in like the 30s and 40s. He was great. He was also
Don't
player
give me
coach for
the
them.
first to do it, niggas. I'm tired of hearing
Yeah,
that.
he's one. That's what he was one of the first, but he was also great and legitimately dealing with super racism at the time as well, and he was still great.
Why they keep the other guys from the 30s, bro? What is this list?
Hey, that's your team, bro. Don't talk to me.
I'll put him.
Respect
I'll
your
put
team,
him
bro.
B. I mean, Lawrence Taylor is the greatest defensive player of all time, and then Michael Strahan is a really, really good edge rusher. So I'll say B.
I'd say bottom of B. Probably better than I'd say B, but I don't know. This list is just turning me off with all these old heads, dude. I'm sorry.
You gotta respect
When
when you're talking about Rushmore. It's the whole history, guys. You gotta expect.
Yeah,
it.
but who's defining the Giants franchise more? And that's Eli. Eli is.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm taking Eli
Rushmore is
over
crazy.
Tunnel or the other guy. I ain't gonna lie.
If you're talking historical significance, if we're talking historical significance, Emlyn Tunnel has to be on there. He just has.
What about
to
the other guy? Because you know
now the other guy, I don't know who he is. I'm not doing any research on him. If you want to switch him out for Eli, you go ahead. But Tunnel, to be the first to do it and to do it well, and to deal
Lawrence
with all
Taylor,
the
Marcus
mitigating
Strahan are great enough.
circumstances.
Lawrence Taylor, Marcus Strahan are great enough to put him B tier.
Yeah.
But they're behind. I think as a total between Randy White, Roger Staubach, Bob Lilly, and then Emmitt Smith. I think as a total, the Cowboys are better than that team because I think, yes, Marcus Strahan and Lawrence Taylor carry, but them other two names fuck their whole list up, dog. So I'm gonna go with
If we're going off of that, the Rams is better than them.
Maybe they could stay where they are. We'll
Yeah,
go to
they
the
can.
Eagles. So Eagles, Reggie White, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Give me
Reggie
one
White.
second.
Jason Kelce, I'll give it Jason Kelce.
Hold on.
Oh, Jason Kelsey's actually a shout. Actually, let me be honest. Jason Kelsey's a good
The
shout.
Eagles.
Brian Dawkins.
Okay.
Gotta give him Brian Dawkins.
Hold on.
If Brian Dawkins not up here, bro, we're good.
Hold on, guys. Okay, you were right about Brian Dawkins and Reggie White.
Mm-hmm.
Jason Kelsey?
No.
How they not gonna have one of the best centers of all time up there, bro?
Fraudulent list, man.
McNabb better not make the list.
There's
McNabb-
no
Cunningham?
quarterback. No quarterback should make this.
Randall
No
Cunningham?
there's one quarterback on the list.
Is he
He's
an
an
old
old
head?
He's an old head.
Oh my god.
Is it Cunningham?
Quarterback.
No.
Oh, I forgot about Cunningham. But yeah, damn. It's not even
So
Cunningham.
here is the list. It's Brian Dawkins, Reggie White, Chuck Bednarik, and Steve Van Buren.
I know Chuck Bednarik and Steve Van Buren.
I've heard
Yes,
of-
this is very right.
That's the end of A tier. No, that's a B tier list, man.
yeah, give me
Yeah, it
another-
definitely is, bro. It definitely
They're
is.
similar to the Giants.
Where we
too.
put
Chuck
him?
Bednarik is a problem. I know he's a problem.
Where are we putting
I
him?
don't-
In front of the Vikings.
Yeah. I like that.
moving
I like that.
forward, all the 30s and 40s and 50s and 60s.
All
I
right,
don't
come on,
care about
49ers.
any of them.
Blow me away. Blow me away with a whole tier of niggas, man. Come on, 49ers. Blow me
All
away.
right. See, the San Francisco 49ers.
Jerry
I'll let
Rice,
you guys
Joe
guess.
Montana.
Joe Montana.
Frank Gore,
Frank Gore's not on the list.
Steve
That's the
Young,
thing.
Steve Young's
Jerry
on it.
Rice, Jerry Rice,
Jerry Rice.
We
is
know,
on it.
and Joe Montana.
You guys got 3 of them.
So
Who's the last one?
Which
Just
three?
give it to
I'll
me.
give you
Oh.
guys one chance.
Oh, Ronnie
to
Lott.
Oh, I was gonna say Ronnie Lott.
S tier.
Gore.
S tier.
S tier, yeah. That's a
tier.
100% S tier.
Not even
There's no
talking.
argument.
Give
That
me
is
a
so
list,
S tier,
nigga.
dude.
Give me a list.
So
that's
it was.
tier.
Wait,
About
was
time, baby.
it?
Blow me
Will?
away.
So here it is. It's Joe Montana, Steve Young, Jerry Rice, and Ronnie Lott.
That's
Oh, yeah,
a
that's up
fucking.
here.
Who was their honorable mention? I want to know who their honorable mentions was.
Give me 1 second.
Yeah, Mr. Prime is nasty, Hefe.
It definitely was.
I'm partial to Frank Dean because he was a stud D lineman.
Frank
for
Dean
them.
was like that.
Frank Dean was nasty. But give me 1 second. If you guys want to talk about it, I'm gonna look it up.
The Seahawks.
I knew. I was like,
No.
wait, Ronnie Lott, because Ronnie Lott was great all the time.
Yeah, that
That's
was
the
easy.
list right there. That's the
Yeah, that's
list.
so
Blow
S
me
tier.
away.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that-
two nice ass QBs, a receiver, and the goddamn.
You know
Yeah,
how
they
many
did right. They did right
championships
for
is
that one.
between them? That list of guys.
No bullshit.
Jesus, mind you, 3 of them niggas played in the same era.
So
That's how great that
So-
80s 49ers team was. You had Ronnie Lott,
if you
Jerry Rice,
Mhm.
Joe Montana, and then Steve Young came right after. That's crazy. That's a list right there.
so they had a few honorable mentions: Patrick Willis, Joe Staley, Frank Gore,
Yes,
and
sir.
Navar Bowman.
No, Navarre Bowman
Nah.
was not one of them.
Nah, Navarre ain't.
He got
good enough to make that
once he got hurt in
Shout
that
out
in, that,
Navarre,
in the
that's my
NFC
guy.
Championship game.
Trent
he was cooked.
Williams should be.
And Trent Williams
the
was the
honorable
last
mention.
one. Trent Williams
Yeah,
was the
okay.
last one.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking. I mean,
whoa,
the other-
whoa. How long has Trent
What?
Williams played for the 49ers? Because he's more of a Commander
that long.
Redskin guy for me.
not that long. Yeah.
Yeah, I would think the same thing, bro.
That's what I was gonna say too. The amount of names that didn't make it on that list that are still insane.
I ain't gonna lie. And we being
There's
honest,
also
nigga,
there is
they
also one.
Hold up. And we being honest, the 49ers B tier is still damn near top of B in the A.
Oh, for sure.
That
Yeah.
B tier. Patrick Willis, Frank Gore, Trent Williams, and then who's the other one? Fred Dean? Man, that B tier. Nigga, that
No,
B
it
team
was
is
Joe
making
Staley.
half
Joe
the-
Staley was
half
the
the-
other
Joe
one.
Staley was an elite tackle too. So
Yeah,
I ain't
he
gonna
was
hold you.
solid.
You didn't
Solid.
even have to. I know you had 2 MVP, but you didn't have to give me Steve Young because them MVP seasons were kind of fluke. If you would have just gave me Patrick Willis right there,
Yeah.
all right, let's go to the Seahawks.
All right, give me.
ooh, that was a hell of a list. Sheesh.
Seahawks.
About time.
The Legion of Boom definitely has to be featured.
Steve Largent's 100% there.
Richard Sharman or Bobby Wagner, one of the two.
Bobby got to be there. Bobby is
could
literally an
be.
all-time great linebacker. Bobby got to be there.
I don't know. I don't think they're gonna pull the Marshawn Lynch trade.
If
Trigger.
if he lasted a little longer, Sean Alexander would probably be there too.
Sean Alexander's a
Man,
Steve
Sean
Largent is
Alexander.
All right.
Oh,
I have
wait,
it.
wait,
I
wait.
have it. I
We
have it.
forgetting
If you
one
guys are
nigga.
ready.
What's
I have it if
what's
you
the
guys are
D
ready.
tackle that played for? I mean, the old lineman that played for them for years.
I don't know. I don't
All right,
remember.
go ahead and
I
get
think
them.
it
Go
was
ahead and get
DJ
them.
Tom, bro.
Go ahead
Bobby
and get them.
Wagner.
Definitely there.
Bobby Wagner's on it.
Uh-huh.
Richard
Steve
Sherman.
Largent.
Richard
Steve
Sherman's
Largent.
not on there.
Steve Largent.
Steve Largent.
Steve Largent's on there.
What's that old lineman they had in that team for years?
Do
man?
they have more Legion of Boom members?
No.
Okay.
Give it to us. Pause.
Russell Wilson and Walter Jones.
That's
That's
blue
it.
shit out.
Walter Jones. That's who it was. Walter
Russell
was
Wilson is the
that
best
nigga
quarterback that
for
Seattle has ever had.
years.
Yeah,
Russell
they
Wilson's the
put
best quarterback they've ever had.
Russell-
I mean that started an
Wilson.
I ain't
insane
gonna lie, Russell
thing.
be on the list is crazy.
That's
That's
not
a-
it.
I
I
ain't
say
gonna lie.
Marcel over Russell. I ain't gonna hold you.
Wilson. Oh.
I ain't gonna lie. That's right behind Green Bay. That's AJ.
Jesus.
That's
Hefner, you
not
good,
A
bro?
tier. Russell Wilson's on it.
Whoa, what?
Yeah, I don't know about
Hey,
A-tier,
what
no
are we
cap.
doing, guys?
I don't know about A tier.
So
You know,
can I be
the
honest with you
Packers-
guys?
The
If you
Packers
go look
have
at Russell Wilson's
the
stats,
Packers have Brett
let's
Favre,
be real.
Aaron
If you go look at
Rodgers.
Russell Wilson prime versus Steve Young prime, if Russell Wilson put them stats up at Steve
Here
Young
we
prime,
go
he'd have won
again.
MVP.
I don't care. I
Here
don't
we
care.
go
I
again
don't
with
care.
this
I don't.
freaking bullshit.
I don't-
He
I
would have won
don't
MVP.
care.
Have y'all
Nah, I
seen
don't
Steve
care.
Young stats?
Russell Wilson hasn't got an
Doesn't
MVP
matter,
vote.
bro. You're
Early.
comparing
He
the
hasn't got an
80s, you're
MVP
comparing
vote.
You're comparing the
Never.
early 90s.
How
to
many
the
Super Bowls did Russ
Russell
win?
Wilson's never got an MVP
One.
vote. Never.
Then he definitely it's B tier, bro. It's B tier.
Definitely beat.
I could
All
argue
right, the
C
next
tier. I'm
one
not gonna lie.
is Tampa Bay.
B tier behind the Cowboys. No,
All right,
behind the Bears. In front of the Eagles. No, wait. Walter Jones was him, though. Bobby Wagner.
Russell Wilson.
and
Is the
Steve
Seahawks
Largent.
better than the Cardinals? Like the Cardinals got Kurt Warner and Larry Fitzgerald, right? They got and the Seahawks have Russell Wilson, Steve Largent. Okay, the Cardinals got and then they got Anais Williams and Dan, right? And then the Seahawks got Bobby Wagner and Walter Jones. I feel like it's pretty comparable.
Yeah, I'm with you. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think between the Cardinals and the Panthers.
My only thing was
Yeah.
I understand that Jerry Rice was just starting when Steve Largent retired, he was the GOAT receiver.
But I'm not taking them over Julius Peppers, Steve Smith, and fucking Luke Kuechly. Neither. They might be in front of the.
But when Steve Smith retired,
Saints.
nobody was saying he was the GOAT. Like Steve Largent was the GOAT when he retired.
Shit, I was
well,
happy to see
that's
Steve
cool.
Smith ain't play for the
Fine.
Panthers no more.
Yeah, it's
That's
the same
cool.
argument for like Minnesota and Fran Tarkenton. Because like when Tarkenton
Listen, that
retired,
shit don't matter to
he
me
was at the
because
top.
Randy Moss ain't on this list. I don't care about that no more. Who was the GOAT? The fuck out of here.
I mean, I was in agreement with you. earlier.
Yeah, bring Seahawks down to C tier, man.
Yeah.
All right. Seahawks
After
are
the
down
Panthers.
to- After the Panthers?
Yeah.
Are we okay
Tell
with
Russell
that?
Wilson to go eat his
Sure.
freaking Subway.
Russell Wilson, bro.
Tell
Come
Russell
on.
Wilson to go eat his Subway wrap.
Are we taking Bobby Wagner over Luke Kuechly?
It's an argument. It's a conversation.
Absolutely not. Sorry, can't happen.
Are we taking prime Cam Newton over Russell Wilson?
Oh, for sure.
Yes.
Are we taking
prime can
Julius
mean yeah.
Peppers over? Are we taking Julius Peppers over Bobby Wagner?
Nah.
No.
I mean,
give me Bobby.
no,
taking
yeah.
Bobby.
I think it's Bobby.
Julius
Yeah.
Peppers or Walter Jones? And Walter Jones is their all-time great.
I don't know much about Walter, so
Walter was the hit. Walter played in your era too. Walter played like 90s to early 2000s. All right, Walter was like he played in the same era, guys like Jonathan Ogden and them, like so he was good. All right, yeah, that's
Tampa Bay.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I lost the Tampa Bay one, so I just got to find it again.
Walter Jones, 4-time All-Pro.
But you guys can guess Tampa Bay if you want.
Mike Evans, more than likely. That one lineman, I just don't know his name.
The dishes.
I mean, Warren Sapp will be there.
Warren Sapp.
That linebacker, maybe the linebacker that played at that time. What's his name? Forgot his name, but
Derek Brooks.
Yeah, Brooks. Yeah.
Derek Brooks. And
I
then
got
there's
it.
a lineman. I just don't remember.
I got
who's
Tampa
the next list? Who's the guys?
It's Tampa Bay.
We got Warren Sapp, Derek Brooks,
Mike Evans.
Levante David.
I feel like an
hold
offensive
up.
lineman is here.
Hold up. It's Derek Brooks and Warren Sapp are right. Mike Evans is not on the list.
What about
Crazy.
John Lynch?
John Lynch is on the list.
Rondé Barber?
No.
That's basically the whole damn 2022.
Is it an offensive lineman?
2020
It is offensive lineman.
I knew there's an offensive lineman. I just don't know his name.
I can tell.
Devin Joseph.
No, he's an old head. It's Leroy Selman.
That's a D lineman.
Are you sure?
That's a defensive lineman.
Oh, then my bad. Yep, he was a D end. Let me look at
Mike Noah's Bucks. Hefe Noah's
Oh yes,
Bucks.
sir. Oh yes, sir.
Let me look at his stats. He had 78 and a half sacks.
Get him out of here.
1, 2.
Get him out of here.
He
That
did
really
win-
is the whole 0-2 team. I'm not gonna hold you. John Lynch being on this list kind of hurts them. I ain't gonna lie to you. As good as John Lynch was, he ain't the top. When you talk about, he ain't top. So I'll put them.
I mean, he wasn't on Ed Reed and Troy's level, but he was still up there.
Warren
I don't understand why we don't have
And even
Rondé Barber
Troy-
over John Lynch.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I take him over.
I don't understand that. Rondé Barber had hella sack, hella tackles. It don't even make sense.
Low-key, this could be a C or D. I mean, honest.
Hold on, Leroy Selman. Leroy Selman was a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-time All-Pro. He did win a Defensive Player of the Year, and he made the Pro Bowl 5 times. And he only played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years.
All right,
give me. What did he play?
He played for Tampa Bay.
I put them at the end of B or beginning of
Nah, not B.
Nah, maybe C. Put them at Warren Sapp, Derek Brooks. John Lynch hurts them, dog, because Ronnie Barber should be over him. But Ronnie Barber just did.
I don't understand that, bro. I don't understand that. And I don't understand why the fuck Mike Evans isn't on this list.
Yeah, Mike Evans is. I
think when Mike Evans is done,
the greatest.
When Mike Evans is done, he'll be on the list, but not right now.
All right.
But why not right now? Right now, as of right now, Mike Evans is in the same breath.
You're not putting him. You're not putting him over Derek Brooks. You're not putting him over Warren Sapp. I don't think. Even if let's just say, I don't think you put him over.
Just
John
for
Lynch.
variety, I take Mike Evans over John Lynch for variety.
I
give you more of what they have.
I don't know.
I think that the teams who had great off, like the reason why the 49ers are S tier because we talking about Jerry, we talking about Joe Montana, and then Ronnie Light is the top 5 safety of all time. Like when you got a great all-time defensive player and offensive player, it just do more for me than you having a bunch of offensive players.
And that's why I said Rondé Barber was to replace John Lynch, bro. We definitely B tier, no question. Definitely B tier.
You ain't gonna lie, Rondé hold out of weight.
The more I look at it,
Rondé got forced fumbles, he got sacks, he got picks, he got touchdowns.
Tackles, he got everything, bro. He got everything, bro.
Hold on, let me look at Rondé's stats.
Rondé got everything. Like he's one of them guys that like he did everything.
And then he played for forever, bro.
How did Rondé Barber not make the list?
I'm
he had
telling
more
you.
That's
my whole point.
My only thing is, so this is what he's not. Mike Evans isn't beating Derek Brooks. He's not beating Warren. He's not beating Warren Sapp. He's not beating Rondé Barber, and he's not Leroy. What Leroy Selman did in 8 years is crazy.
That's cool, bro. But I'm gonna be real with you. If you give me Mike Evans, Rondé Barber, because y'all really put the whole fucking 0-2 team on here. If y'all give me Rondé Barber, Warren Sapp, Derrick Brooks,
Hey, hey, Prodigy, I feel you on that, bro. But we can't claim that. We can't claim that, bro.
Listen.
He's the best quarterback Tampa has ever had, and he was only there for 3 years.
If y'all do Warren Sapp, Derrick Brooks, Tom Brady, and Mike Evans, that's B tier, Slim.
No, that's A tier, bro.
Might be A tier.
No, don't over. Look, I understand. I
bro, Brady alone puts us A tier. Brady alone puts us A tier.
You can't because you're giving him credit for what he did in New England. He only was there for 3 years. I understand. What he did.
Take away everything he did in New England. He came to Tampa in a COVID year and won a Super Bowl.
Hold on. So this is my question. With everything Tom Brady, let's just say Tom Brady only played those 3 years in New England. Everybody that we've named is a Hall of Famer. Every single person.
Right.
Is Tom Brady a Hall of Famer with everything he did in Tampa?
Yes.
And then that boy got like 4 careers.
Yes, exactly. That's my whole point. That's my whole point.
That's my whole point.
Guys, look at what he only played 3 years. He only played 3. I understand.
His stats are crazy, bro. His stats are not normal stats.
The Bucs are behind the Panthers for lack of offense. Not having that one good offensive player kind of sucks.
Facts. And that's what I'm saying. How the fuck do we, bro? We don't got Mike on. We don't got Warren Dunn. We don't got Mike Evans. Like, bro, like it's crazy.
All right,
it's crazy.
Go ahead, guess the Commanders' Mount Rushmore.
Jesus.
I'm definitely going with John Riggins.
He's on there.
Dale Green.
He's on there.
One of the Hogs O lineman. Is the O lineman on there?
No
O lineman on there. Oh, is Art Monk on there?
Yes, he is.
Art Monk.
Criminally underrated early. Why did they want to make it into the Hall of Fame?
Is somehow Sean Taylor on here?
Daryl Green.
Sean Taylor's not on.
Is London Fletcher on there?
No, he's not.
How is London Fletcher not? Bro, no.
Old head.
But Mike, we know how we feel about him from the city, but he also passed away in like 5 years. Come on. He should.
Sean Taylor.
I ain't gonna lie. With Daryl Green, Riggins, Art Monk, and Sean Taylor. You know.
So even if you don't know who, you've heard this name before when people have talked quarterbacks. You've heard this. At least you should have heard.
Oh, Joe Theismann.
No.
It's
Sammy Baugh.
Sammy Baugh. I heard Sammy Baugh. I've never heard Sammy Baugh.
Sammy Baugh.
That's still a C-tier team, bro.
So their Mount Rushmore, just one more time, is John Riggins, Daryl Green, Art Monk, and Sammy Baugh.
That's a C-tier team behind the Eagles.
My gut is saying C.
I mean B-tier team behind the Eagles.
My gut's still saying C, but we move.
All right, so the next one is the Ravens.
So we got Ed Reed,
Ed Reed is on there.
Ray Lewis.
Ray Lewis is on
Jonathan
there.
Ogden.
Ogden is on there.
And
you're not gonna get the last
one. Who would
old head?
Nope.
Old head.
I'm gonna get it. I just don't think you get. I don't think you're gonna get it.
Is it a defensive lineman?
No.
Is it offensive defense?
That's all I'm gonna say. It's not Joe Flacco.
Terrell Suggs.
It's not Terrell Suggs.
No, I thought it was gonna be one of those.
I've already said too much.
Todd Heap.
It's not Todd Heap.
Oh, I know. I am gonna get this. I'm gonna do it. It's they fucking no. Did he play for them though?
Justin Tucker.
Jamal Lewis.
Nope.
Is it tight end?
Either. It's not Jamal.
It should be Justin Tucker.
Each of you gets one more guess, and Justin Tucker's not.
It should be that tight end. That. Oh no, did he play?
It's not their tight end.
I already said the tight end.
It's not Todd Heap. It's not Justin Tucker.
I thought it was the owner, the one who was a GM for them for a long time, but he played.
It's not Ozzie Newsome.
Yeah, he played for the Colts.
Yonda.
It's not Marshall Yonda.
I don't know.
Hefe, you got the last pick before I tell y'all. You got the last pick.
Can't be tomorrow.
Bro, just give it to us, bro.
It's Lamar Jackson.
That's a nice list. Hold up. 2-time MVP. He's the best
first unanimous MVP.
So hold up. No, he's not the first. Tom Brady was the first. Put some respect on the GOAT's name.
He's the first not unanimous MVP.
To review.
Way to go, Mike.
To
review the Baltimore Ravens Mount Rushmore, it's Ed Reed, Ray Lewis, Lamar Jackson, and Jonathan Ogden. That is
A tier.
I'm not gonna hold you. That
Bro, that
might
might
be
be
S.
S.
No, but A tier. Top of A tier.
And this
Lamar's
Baltimore Ravens
Lamar's not
franchise is relatively young too.
Yeah, because they switched over from the
They
upper
switched
coast.
over from
The Browns.
Indy.
Yeah,
So-
I would say A behind the
You can
Packers.
put them in the front of A. You can put them in the front of A.
They're not in front of the Packers.
They're not in front
They
of the
are in
Packers.
front of the Packers.
They're not.
They are.
They're-
Why aren't they? They have offense and defense. All the
Yeah,
Packers are. Bro.
They arguably
Brett Favre and
have
Aaron Rodgers.
they arguably have the best safety.
Brett
the
Favre
best
and Aaron Rodgers
linebacker,
are better.
and top 3 O linemen. Please
Brett
stop it, bro.
Favre.
I'll take
and
Ed
Aaron
Reed over
Rodgers.
any quarterback they have. I'll take Ed Reed over any quarterback they have.
Stop it.
Aaron Rodgers?
Aaron Rodgers?
What are you talking
Can I
Over
be
Ed
honest with you
Reed,
guys?
bro? Over Ed
Can we be
Reed?
real though?
Yes.
Can we be real though?
Rodgers-
How
quarterbacks
many?
are valuable.
Can we be real though? How many of those picks that Ed Reed have come from Brett Favre?
A lot of them.
No,
My point exactly. Like y'all acting like Ed Reed
hold
was
up,
him,
hold
bro.
up, early.
No, he was,
Early.
but
That's not
quarterback
fair
is more
because they're
valuable.
literally in
I
different.
think Ed Reed got more touchdowns than Reggie Bush.
They're literally in
all right,
different
all right.
conferences.
They
They didn't
had
play each other that
Bart
much.
Starr, Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers, and who's the last one?
I forget.
Bro, they have Ray Lewis and Ed Reed, bro.
Yeah, and
Ray
they have
Lewis
Brett
and
Favre,
Ed
Aaron
Reed.
Rodgers, and Bart Starr.
Aaron Rodgers is better as a quarterback than Ray Lewis was as a linebacker. He just was.
That's just one nigga though. That's one nigga.
Brett
Yeah.
I
Favre.
don't know, bro. I don't know.
Brett Favre is not better at quarterback than Ed Reed was a safety. Please stop it. And he's also not better at
Aaron
lineman.
Rodgers.
Jonathan
Okay. Let's
Austin-
compare the two Mount Rushmores.
Oh,
Let's compare-
Don Hudson. was
Yeah,
the-
let's compare the two Mount Rushmores. The Packers have the best player on the list of the two.
Who was
teams.
that?
Aaron Rodgers.
So y'all think Aaron Rodgers is better than Ed Reed, and y'all would take
Yes.
Aaron Rodgers over Ed Reed?
Yes.
But ain't there? Hold up. Ain't there
Aaron
like
Rodgers had
5
44
Super Bowls on that Ravens
Riddell,
team?
what was that one season like 2 years ago when he had like 44 touchdowns or 49 touchdowns and 4 picks? Aaron Rodgers is great. He's in the GOAT discussion.
One season is one season saving him. So are you telling me the one season is saving this man from a man's entire career?
They're doing both.
It's more than one season.
Mike, who you got, Mike?
Season. He has like 4 MVPs.
I mean, it's
Aaron
clear
Rodgers, who you got?
It's clear. We already know who Hefe has.
But Mike, who you got?
Who do I have? Oh, Ed Reed or Aaron Rodgers? I mean, I'd have
No.
to say-
You got the Ravens or the Packers?
Oh, over. I mean, that's hard, bro. I feel like I'm not gonna lie. Quarterback bias. I'm giving it to Green
Well, pick
Bay.
one, Mike.
I'm giving it to Green Bay 'cause of
I'm
quarterback
doing
bias.
Ravens.
Yeah, Green Bay wins. Me and Randy.
But I'm not.
got that.
I think it's
yeah.
close, bro.
Go ahead. That's cool.
I think
I
I'm
said I was
picking
giving.
Green
I was
Bay.
going to give quarterback the edge. Quarterback's just more.
All right, the Bills got Bruce Smith. They might have. It might be Bruce Smith, Jim Kelly, Thurman, and fucking my nigga. What's that receiver name that played for that? They was a 3-piece over there too. Dang.
Loki, Josh Allen might.
Andre
be
Reed.
right
It
now.
might be them 3 shit.
Oh, Andre Reed is a. Andre Reed.
Andre
Yeah, I mean,
Reed,
I think-
Thurman,
All right, I
and
have it.
motherfucking,
Do y'all want to
Jim
guess?
Kelly
Y'all want to guess?
and Bruce Smith.
Jim
I know
Kelly's
Bruce
Yeah,
on
Smith.
there.
I think early got a lot of them.
What was it?
Bruce
What was
Smith.
it early?
I got Bruce Smith,
Bruce Smith
Thurman,
is on there.
Jim Kelly, and Andre Reed. That's what I got.
Andre Reed is not on there.
Is Jim Kelly on there?
Yes, he is. Bruce Smith.
Josh
is on
Allen
there.
on there.
Josh Allen's not on there.
Interesting. Okay.
The Bills have great corners, or great receivers, or great tight
Yeah.
ends.
Do y'all give up? Because I can
Yeah, we
still-
give up.
Or is there anybody like past the 2000s?
No,
Oh, I
Nah.
give up.
Go
it's
ahead.
Thurman Thomas and OJ Simpson, Jim Kelly and Bruce Smith.
I said Thurman Thomas.
Jay Simpson.
I got them all.
My bad,
I got
I
them all
didn't
by OJ. Yeah, I'm cool with that. That's
That's a
the
tough
end of-
list, bro. That's a
the
tough
end of A
list.
tier. That's the end of A tier.
We need to have a conversation.
OJ's really great.
We need to have a conversation, fellas. Is
Bruce
the
Smith
Bills
all-time
Mount
sack
Rushmore
leader.
better than
Bruce
the
Smith was
Ravens?
giving you like 20 sack seasons like 4 or 5 times.
Is the Bills
was
Mount
all-time
Rushmore better than the Ravens?
Bruce Smith is like
No.
a top 5-ish defensive lineman. OJ's like a top.
When OJ retired,
15-ish
he was
running back.
he was the GOAT running back. Also, people were talking about him being the GOAT player
The GOAT
Bruce
running
Smith-
back. When did he retire?
in the 70s.
Oh.
Just
Over
because he
Jim?
retired, he was
Over
a go.
Jim?
don't mean
I also
shit.
remember
It's still
he was
a bunch of
he was
niggas
the
better than
first
OJ
guy.
Simpson,
He was the
though.
first
Over
guy
Jim
to make.
Brown?
He was the first guy. He was the first guy to ever rush for 2,000 yards, and he did that in the 70s. OJ Simpson,
Man.
Thurman Thomas.
Thurman
Thomas
Man,
was a
Jim
dog in
Brown
his
was running
own
for like
right.
1,700 yards back when nigga all they did was run the ball.
Thurman Thomas. I don't. His name is familiar. I just don't know what he did.
Let me. What was that? What was that Lions team? It was Barry Calvin. Them other two niggas I feel like wasn't that great.
And two OGs. I can bring it up for you real quick. Give me one
Yeah,
second.
I think I'm gonna take them. I'm
Night
gonna put them
Train
A
was
tier.
on there.
Night Train, and who else?
And then there's another one that was an all-time great.
Give me 1 second.
I think I'm gonna put the Bills at A tier behind. But I think I'm gonna put them in front of the Lions.
So theirs was Bobby Lane, Dick Night Train Lane, Barry Sanders, and Calvin Johnson.
Yeah, I'm gonna put them over the Lions.
They
behind the Ravens over the Lions.
That Bills Mount Rushmore is tough as hell. Thurman Thomas is the worst player on that list, and he's great.
Yeah. But I'm gonna be real with you. All these teams that be having two of the same position, they don't move me neither. I think the Ravens is just more. It's more fluent. You got an O lineman, you got a quarterback, you got a safety, and you got a linebacker, and them are all great. I'm putting them. Yeah, that's a good spot. Who the Bengals got? Calvin is Chad on the Bengals?
Give me a second. Yeah, go ahead and guess. I'll let you know.
Gotta be.
I'm not gonna lie.
Chad gotta be there.
That offensive lineman, that all-time offensive lineman, has to be there.
It might be your man. What was the quarterback? Chris Berman? No, I said Chris Berman. What was the quarterback that played that? Oh, he always thought he got the hair.
I got it. If you're ready to go, I got it. If you're ready to go, go ahead and guess.
I got Chad.
Chad is on there.
Boomer.
That
Esiason?
offensive lineman, that's very good. I just don't know his name.
Boomer Esiason is not on there.
You're right. Is Andrew Whitfield there?
No.
That's another offensive lineman.
Yeah, he was real good too. You're right. He was real good too.
Anthony Munoz.
Munoz, that is.
That's him.
That's two. There's no tight ends.
Any linebackers?
No linebackers.
Anybody after the 2000s?
No.
I give up. Boomer Esiason?
No. It's Ken Anderson.
Who was Ken Anderson? That's who it was. I said Boomer. Ken Anderson.
Yeah. Who was Joe Montana? Oh, not Joe. Bill Walsh. That was his Joe Montana before he found Joe Montana, and Ken Riley, who's I believe he's a corner.
Let me
look him up real quick. But that the Cincinnati Bengals Mount Rushmore is Ken Anderson, Chad Johnson, Anthony Munoz, and Ken Riley.
Give me D. I'm not lying.
So
we need someone on D. Bengals together.
Ken Riley, he had 66 picks. He played from 1969 to 1983. He's a 3-time All-Pro. That's kind of it. That's kind of it for him.
Give me D tier.
Yeah,
he did play in 3 Super Bowls though.
Ken Anderson, who else?
Lost every single one.
It was Ken Anderson, Chad Johnson,
Anthony
Munoz, who else?
Anthony Munoz and Ken Riley
and Chad.
How do they not have Carson Palmer up there?
Carson Palmer was better.
Even if Carson Palmer is there, this is still D tier. This is D tier.
Yeah,
he's not better than Ken Anderson.
Chad being that got hurt guy is kind of crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I ain't gonna lie.
If Carson Palmer doesn't get hurt, we might have a different discussion. But he got hurt, and that was a really big injury for Carson at the time. He was never the same.
E tier. Let's go. Move.
All right. The Cleveland Browns.
Jim Brown.
I'm very curious to see this.
In the list,
No. Cleveland really an old school team. They got some niggas on that team.
Yeah, Otto Graham, Jim Brown.
Damn.
Miles Garrett could be on there. Who else? Oh,
I feel like I'm a history player.
Joe Thomas. And who else?
Shout out to Joe Thomas.
Yeah, Joe Thomas is a beast.
Joe Thomas, one of the best. So who is on the list? Joe Thomas.
So Joe Thomas, Jim Brown.
Joe Thomas is on it. Jim Brown is on it.
Yeah, it's some niggas on it. The Brown, y'all playing with the Browns.
You are not going to guess the last one.
Then I give up already. I'm not. Yeah,
it's Lou Groza. He was.
Yeah, I was not gonna guess that.
Yeah,
I know.
So who's the guys all time? Who's the guys?
So the guys for the Browns are Otto Graham, Lou Groza, Jim Brown, and Joe Thomas.
That's really
relative
that's
to
really
era. Jim Brown is one of the
that's really
greatest.
a B tier list. I ain't gonna load you. It's even the
you
top of
could-
C or in the B.
You could argue A tier. Joe Thomas is one of the best tackles ever, and on a bad team, he was carrying that offensive line. Otto Graham, relative to Arrow, is like arguably could be like a GOAT. I'm not gonna lie. Otto Graham's accolades is disgusting. He was dominant in his era. And then Jim Brown is Jim Brown. We all know who Jim Brown is.
So Lou
Like, it could
Groza.
be an A tier.
So Lou Groza was a tackle and a kicker. He was a class of 1974. He's a he has Hall of Fame stats for both. Riddell.
A tackle for being a tackle and a kicker?
Yes.
Hey, shout out, man.
He was
I'm gonna say
he
A
had
tier.
6 All-Pro seasons as a tackle.
What the fuck?
A tier. Give me A tier.
He played with
man.
You know what he
They
did?
could be S tier. I'm not.
He played with Otto Graham. Hefe.
Oh,
I don't know what you want me to tell you. He was his
Yeah.
tackle and his kicker. He never left the field.
Yo, that's crazy. I don't know where to put that shit.
It's
And once
A or
again,
S,
it's
bro.
Otto Graham, Jim Brown, Joe Thomas, and Lou Groza. That's a
Yeah.
tough list.
Otto Graham,
Even if you
3-time
take Lou
NFL
Groza out, that's a
champion,
tough list.
7-time All-Pro, 3-time MVP. Like Otto Graham was like that. For his
Jim, Otto, and Joe already that alone makes it a solid list.
He had 6 All-Pro, like Lou Groza, 6 All-Pro selections as a tackle. He played 21 seasons, made 9 Pro Bowls, played in
Yo, that's just sound crazy, bro.
I'm gonna give the little bit of a old head tax, but A tier. Has to be.
All right, where are we putting them? In front or behind the Lions? Or where are we putting them in A tier? Every single one of their players is great. Like I understand we say it great, but these guys are all time. By the way, Lou Groza has a literal like award named after him in college.
They could be top of A.
They could literally be top of A.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at the Browns. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All right,
Damn, and I was shitting on the Browns before we got all that shit too.
The Denver Broncos are next, and you guys go ahead. Name them.
Low key pain, bro.
Shannon Sharp.
Shannon Sharp's on it.
What's it? The quarterback?
Elway.
Elway's on it.
The running back. What's his name?
Terrell Davis.
Terrell Davis is on it.
Do they have any defensive players?
Yes,
Champ Bailey.
Champ Bailey's not on
Oh, yeah, I almost forgot about Champ.
Gotta be someone from Orange Crush, but I don't know who it would be.
Von Miller.
Von Miller is the fourth.
There we go.
Oh no.
So the Denver Broncos.
That's a
Mount
nice
Rushmore.
list.
Yeah, the Denver Broncos Mount Rushmore is Shannon Sharp, John Elway, Von Miller, and Terrell Davis.
Nigga, being honest, that's up there with San Fran right now.
Name him again. Name him again.
It's John Elway, Shannon Sharp, Von Miller, and Terrell Davis.
I'll say A tier.
Shannon, Von Miller, and Terrell Davis. Yeah, that's probably the top of A tier.
Damn. I thought that an argument for S, but I see what you mean.
I do too. I really feel
think
like
they have an argument for
they
S.
got a vicious ass quarterback and the edge rusher. Like
You gotta compare it to what the 49ers. Joe Montana, Steve.
I'm about to say that
Jerry
shit,
Rice.
man. Y'all understand?
Like,
Nothing has blew me away
Yeah,
like
I
that
was
blew me
gonna
away.
say. I was gonna say
There's
the
no
exact same thing
scrubs
here, though.
on that team.
Who's the
I mean, bro, it's no like, bro, like what scrubs is on the Broncos though?
yeah, but the Broncos.
One thing that hurts Terrell is that he didn't play a long time because he got hurt.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Like Terrell's not a top 10 running back, y'all. I need to understand that.
He's not for sure. But Elway is him, nigga. So is Sharp. Sharp was like that too.
Don't let Trent hear you say that.
Elway not touching Steve Young. I'm not lying.
I mean, nah, he ain't touching Steve. Not too many people are, but the nigga's still great.
But
They don't stop him from being great.
Steve Young's their third guy.
That shit is.
That
shit is crazy. That shit is.
49ers
I have
an F by themselves. I'm not gonna lie.
I have the Texans if you want to guess them.
Please, can we just go ahead and put him at D? Can we just go ahead and put him at D?
No. JJ Watt.
JJ
Shit.
Watt's one.
No, I don't. No way. Is Andre Johnson?
Andre Johnson's two.
Okay, Andre Johnson, JJ Watt. Texans are pretty new. Is DeAndre Hopkins?
DeAndre Hopkins is on it.
Do they got Aaron Foster?
Aaron Foster's not on
No
it.
way Foster's on this. No way, Deshaun Watson is on this. is
Deshaun
he?
Watson's not on it.
Okay.
There's no quarterback. It's
Who am I forgetting? Oh, is Mario Williams on there?
no.
Oh,
I'll say this: there are no defensive players on this. This is the only team I believe that does not have a defensive player on its Mount Rushmore.
who am I forgetting on offense? Because Deshaun's like the only good quarterback.
I'll tell you this: he's still playing.
So still playing from the Texans. It's not Deshaun. That was like really, really good on the team.
Y'all should low-key get one of y'all should get this.
To Texas? Name them again.
It's right now. The three that have been revealed are J.J. Watt, Andre Johnson, DeAndre Hopkins are the three. So
Mario Williams.
No, Mario Williams is not on it. There's no defensive players.
It's offensive players.
Still playing.
He's still playing.
He's still playing. At least I believe he's still playing. Let me double check.
Oh, is it the old lineman they have?
I don't even remember like a really.
Dwayne Brown?
No way.
Dwayne Brown is the last one.
Okay.
Yeah, no way. Wait, who is it?
Dwayne Brown.
He playing for the Jets right now.
He playing for the Jets.
Dwayne Brown. I mean, I guess.
We hating on Dwayne Brown?
I mean, I guess.
So
He's all right.
to give you guys a recap, the Mount Rushmore of the Texans is Dwayne Brown, J.J. Watt, Andre Johnson, and DeAndre Hopkins.
Give me C.
I agree with C.
That's a tough list. For how young they are, because they're the youngest team, that's an amazing list.
Yeah. And J.J. Watt's one of the greatest of all time. So.
Where are we putting them in C? The top of C?
We got to put him at the top. Or behind the Falcons, just because of Deion.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm not really thinking about it. I don't really care about the order.
The Indianapolis Colts are next, and go ahead and name them.
Peyton. Marvin Harrison.
Marvin Harrison's on it.
Dwight Freeney.
Freeney's not on it. Ironically, this also does not have a defensive player.
Oh.
You're kidding me right now.
They do not have a defensive player as well.
There must be.
Is it Clark?
Dwight Freeney is criminally underrated by everyone.
No way Reggie's on this, right?
Reggie's not on it.
Oh, Unitas, yeah.
Unitas is on it.
And that's
is Dallas Clark on the list?
Let me stop you. It's an old head. It's Gino Marchetti. He was a tight end, I believe.
Payne and John Unitas. Okay, that's good. Really good too. Marvin, one of the greatest receivers of all time.
Oh, my bad. He was a D tackle.
We talking about the Colts, right?
Yeah.
Marvin Harrison, Peyton Manning, maybe Edger James.
No, Unitas and
so here's the four. The four are Peyton Manning, Johnny Unitas, Marvin Harrison, and Gino Marchetti. Gino Marchetti was a D tackle who played.
Gino Marchetti fucks him up so bad for being S tier.
Hold up.
That Gino Marchetti literally puts them behind the Ravens.
Sir, wait a second. Okay, Gino Marchetti played from 1952 to 1966. He was a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-time All-Pro, 11-time Pro Bowler. Also, he was for literally 55% of his career, they did not record sacks. So he only has 56 sacks recorded.
I'm gonna say
and he did that in 5 years. Oh my bad, he did that in 6 years.
A tier.
Gotta put some respect on Gino Marchetti's name, man.
He's great. I'll say 8 tier.
They definitely deserve to be above the Bills, behind the Ravens.
Are you trying? Hold up. Real quick question for you, Hefe. Are you saying Ray Lewis is a better linebacker than Peyton Manning is as a quarterback?
I believe Ed Reed is a better safety than Peyton is a quarterback.
What do you guys think about that statement?
I completely
honestly,
I
think that Ray Lewis is a better linebacker than Peyton Manning as a quarterback.
I disagree.
I don't know.
Who's better than Ray Lewis as a linebacker?
The fact that people put Luke Kuechly in that discussion?
Hell no!
Who's better than Ray Lewis as a linebacker?
I mean, that doesn't matter. It depends on value, and Peyton Manning is way more important. So,
and the man literally ran his own offense.
Value, different conversation.
Ran his own offense. I mean, the one
Top
guy,
linebacker, top quarterback.
there's only realistically the three guys that you put in front of him, and Aaron Rodgers. I think he could lose this case. Is the three guys you put in ahead of Peyton are Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes, and Aaron Rodgers, and that's a Mount Rushmore.
Aaron Rodgers is not I really like just like the fact that Aaron Rodgers has mastered the regular season, bro, because he wins the regular season vote every time. Really makes me not want to put him over Peyton Manning, bro.
Aaron Rodgers and
Aaron
Peyton
Rodgers
Manning
won
are arguable. Like they're both arguable.
Their resumes, when you look at them, are pretty similar in terms of record and things like that.
But let's keep pushing. Let's keep pushing.
Jacksonville Jaguars. Good Lord. I'm so curious to see who's on this list. Go ahead and guess. I'm pretty sure even I don't know.
Maybe Ramsey.
You think Ramsey's on that list? You think?
Maybe.
Oh boy.
Nigga, you killed me.
Quarterback history is not great. Running back history. Maurice Jones-Drew, maybe.
Yeah, this is gonna be D tier. Not gonna lie.
Give me 1 second.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you who's gonna be on it, but I know it's gonna be D tier.
I feel like there's a linebacker
Let's get through it because y'all not gonna guess any of them. It's Fred Taylor, Tony Baselli, Jimmy Smith, and Mark Brunell. Is there?
Put a D tier.
D tier.
Now,
but I'll say Fred Taylor was like that.
I was about to say, bro, Fred Taylor deserves C at least, bro.
No.
Mark
Because the
Brunell
rest
brings
of
him
them
down,
suck,
bro.
The rest of them are ass.
Mark Brunell.
Brunell,
Hefe. That's what we talking about. Mark Brunell.
D tier, bro. D tier.
Yeah,
This is the worst quarterback here.
That's the worst list I've seen. Yeah.
And
I can't even argue that. I really can't even argue.
They're also very young. They just don't have.
Fred Taylor was the entire offense for like years, bro. For years.
I got you, but when you're looking at another team that's in a similar situation as them, like and actually Houston is younger than them, and they have better talent.
Damn.
Yeah,
The Chiefs
low-key could be S, just because.
Priest Holmes for the Chiefs, bro. Definitely.
Priest Holmes is not on it. Priest Holmes is not on it.
Mahomes and Travis.
Mahomes is on it.
The Nigerian nightmare.
Travis Kelce.
Travis Kelce's on it. He's not on it.
That's crazy.
That's probably too young.
I wish Christian McCoy would be on the Chiefs list. They got Patrick Mahomes. That put him S tier.
Is Eric Berry on this?
No.
He should be. What the fuck, bro?
Tom Holly. Is he?
No, Eric Berry didn't play as long though, Mike, as you thought.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, but Eric Berry was bro. He
understand that Eric Berry was
Tony Gonzalez and Patrick Mahomes.
No. Who's the DN?
Why he's not on this list?
Who's the defensive end that died? What's his name? Defensive end that died in the 90s for the Chiefs.
I remember.
Derek Thomas.
Oh,
Yes.
Derek Thomas.
That's it.
Oh yeah, he was the next LT.
Yeah.
He was freaking.
And
That nigga had like 9 sacks in one game.
Is
Bro, I used to punish him on Madden, bro. God damn.
Is Jamal Charles on this?
No, he's not.
He should be. What?
Why would Jamal Charles be on here, y'all? Come on, y'all.
Bro, Jamal Charles is a beast.
Y'all are missing such a big name. It's kind of insulting.
Is Joe Montana on this?
No.
No. What's the O lineman name?
No, it's not an O lineman.
It's a D lineman?
No. God, it's Tony Gonzalez. Jesus Christ.
I said Tony Gonzalez.
I said that.
I said him.
I apologize. So the Chiefs Mount Rushmore is Derek Thomas, Tony Gonzalez, Patrick Mahomes, and Travis Kelce.
Yeah, that's S tier. I'm sorry.
S. Come on.
That's crazy. I didn't even think they had that many fucking players.
This man said Eric Berry.
They don't have that many. They're all just insanely good. That's the thing.
I forgot about Tony G. Raiders.
The Raiders. Go ahead. Go ahead and guess them.
Fucking Raiders, man.
Damn. I know the Raiders had a vicious ass cornerback in the day.
No way it's Nandi.
No, it's not Namdi.
No, screw it.
I legit can't think of Raiders players right now.
All right, the Raiders Mount Rushmore is Tim Brown, Marcus Allen, Ken Stabler, and Gene Upshaw. That's a
damn. I forgot about Marcus Allen.
That's solid, actually.
That's
That's like C or B. C or B.
Yeah.
I'd put
I'm
them.
saying
I'd put
B.
the Raiders in front of the Giants.
Sure, I'm cool. I'm
Now
king.
the Chargers. Give me a second. Y'all go.
Antonio
I'm gonna do the Pats,
motherfucking
then I'm out. I gotta get up out of here, guys. I'm gonna do the Pats though. Let's do the Pats. Let's move the Chargers to the Pats.
Okay. Give me a second. Let me get the Pats ready.
I'm guessing the Pats got Tom Brady, Gronk.
Mm-hmm.
Low key should have Julian Edelman too. To be honest.
No.
Yo, the Pats is S tier. The Pats is definitely S tier, bro.
Is my man what's the running back name?
There's no running back on this.
There's no way there's a running back here. Probably defense. Okay, let's think. There's some linebackers that's really good.
There's no linebacker on this list.
Oh, I was gonna
DB?
say, what about the all-time
DB.
Yes,
Richard
there's-
Seymour?
It's not Richard Seymour.
Rodney
Pat
Harrison.
Chung.
It's not Rodney Harrison.
Pat Chung.
It's not Pat Chung.
Teddy Bruschi?
It's not Teddy Bruschi.
Oh, Devin McCourty.
It's not Devin McCourty.
The fuck?
What the fuck?
Gerard Mayo?
It's not Gerard Mayo.
So how many we got so far? Just Tom Brady and Gronk?
Tom Brady and Gronk. There's one.
Is it
defensive
O
player.
lineman, D lineman?
There is an O lineman and there is a defensive player.
I can't. But they had a good O lineman for a long time. I don't remember who
What DB is like? I'm missing because there's no way it's a DB before the Brady era.
Technically, he was before, but he also played with him.
Oh, Ty Law.
Ty Law
Oh.
and
Good one,
John
bro.
Hanna. And John Hanna is their list.
John Hanna make them weak. John Hanna make them
A
I ain't gonna lie to
tier.
you.
Yeah, they're not S. I'm sorry.
John Hanna? Hold on. Let me
What the fuck?
A tier.
John Hanna. Give me a
They
second.
actually have better offensive linemen than John Hanna, though. I ain't gonna hold you.
Not for the Pats.
Yes, for the Pats, yes.
Not
I
for
can't remember his name, but he tore his ACL, played in the Super Bowl with a torn ACL, bro.
Listen, hold up. John Hanna played from 1973 to 1985. He was a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 straight all pros.
Jesus.
Every single year. Every single year he was also a Pro Bowler. You're sleeping on John Hanna.
I might be. I might be.
The two worst guys for the Chiefs have Kelsey, Tony Gonzalez, and Derek Thomas as their three, and then the Pats have Ty Law, John Hanna, and Gronk.
You're
like
not
the
going to
Chiefs
disrespect
one-
Ty Law now.
I feel like the Chiefs ones is
You're not
better.
going to disrespect Ty Law.
Um,
Early? Why you just gonna let him disrespect Ty Law early?
Nah,
Put-
that's not law. Just still A tier.
Put the damn controller down and defend.
John Hanna
Ty Law.
destroys this team. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. They could have put somebody else in this team.
Who would they put on this team? Teddy
I
Bruschi's
would
not
have
better than
took.
Ty
I would
Law.
have took. I would have took. I ain't gonna lie.
Richard Seymour's not better than Ty Law. Richard Seymour left in his prime to go to the Raiders.
I know, but I would have took Gerard Mayo. I would have took.
What Dante Hightower? I'd have put
Rodney
Dante
Harrison should be on
Hightower.
this list. I'm sorry.
Rodney Harrison's
should be
not
on
better
this
than
list.
Ty Law. Dante
If you
Hightower's
give me
not better than
Rodney
Ty Law.
Harrison, Gronk, Tom Brady, and Ty Law, I might have a conversation for you.
John Hanna is a 10 straight all pro.
When did he play?
He was a lineman.
When did he play?
1973 to 85.
Get him out of here.
Shit.
Get him out of here.
10 straight all pros. We just scoffing on that?
Nah, get
10
him out of here.
That's crazy.
I don't know. I feel
Who
like
was
if
he
they-
protecting? Because there wasn't no good quarterback before Tom Brady came around.
Yeah, they
He
weren't
was
doing.
great. It don't fucking
But
matter.
They
He was great.
weren't doing jack shit back then. All right,
They,
let's.
they weren't just giving all pros to just random people, bro.
Well, hey man, it's just not moving us, man. A tier.
Oh my god, all decade team.
If that don't, let go
fine with A
Steelers.
tier.
I'm out of
I
here.
thought y'all was gonna be like B or C. I was like, we're not gonna put Tom Brady in D.
Steelers,
Nothing.
because Tom Brady ain't. Steelers.
Steelers.
Yeah.
Where we putting them?
At the beginning, at the front. They gotta be at the front.
They could be front. Steelers.
So you want the Steelers now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, the
Big
Steelers.
Ben.
I have them. Big
Me and
Ben's
Joe
on there.
Green.
Ming Joe Green's on there.
I'm not gonna lie. TJ Watt probably needs to be there.
TJ
right
Watt's not on there.
now.
Big Ben is on there?
Big Ben's on there.
Disgusting. Antonio Brown for sure. Gotta be.
Antonio Brown's not on there.
What?
James Harrison. Oh, Troy Polamalu.
Troy Polamalu's not on there.
The fuck?
Yo,
What?
yo,
This
yo,
is
yo.
all like 70s players.
James Harrison.
Let's see.
James
Jack
Harrison's
Ham.
not on
Jack Ham.
It has to be the
Jack
Steel
Ham is not
Curry.
on there.
It has to be the
Jack
Steel
Ham's
Curry.
not on there.
I'm done with this team.
The
I'm done
fuck?
with this team.
If Terry Bradshaw's on there, it's good.
Terry Bradshaw's out there.
He's on there?
Oh God, bro.
B
Nah,
tier. I don't care who the
Please be tier this team.
Fucking
Oh no, fuck no, bro.
Terry Bradshaw over Paulo Malu. Oh.
yeah, that's stupid.
The fact that Terry's over Big Ben, bro, like that's crazy.
Here's
Big
the list.
Ben
Here's the
and
list.
Terry is up there.
Here's the
Big Ben
list.
and Terry.
It's Big Ben, Mean Joe Green, Terry Bradshaw, and Jack Lambert.
Jack Lambert. That's what I meant, not Jack.
Guys,
Lambert.
I want you guys to understand. They're never going to put Antonio Brown in any list for anything.
I don't care about him. Troy Polamalu should be up.
They're never going to
But
put
if
him.
you want to make this list
Troy
legit,
Polamalu over
you
Big
give
Ben.
me Troy Polamalu, you give me Mean Joe Green, you give me Antonio Brown, and shit. Who else?
Terry Bradshaw.
It's no way, bro. This is a whack team for the Steelers to be as good as they are. How long they been good.
Honestly, I don't think a
Bradshaw
quarterback
deserves
should
to be
be
on
on
there.
this Mount Rushmore.
And you can give me
I don't
what's the
think
white
I
D
don't think a
lineman they had? You
quarterback
give me
should be on
Jerome Bettis.
Steelers Mount
Like, come
Rushmore.
on, this list should be way
You
better.
could
Than
put
this.
James
Jerome
Harrison.
Bettis. I understand you guys don't know who
Lynn
Jack Lambert
Swan.
is. Jerome Bettis was not a better running back than Jack Lambert.
No,
was.
I was gonna guess. Jack Lambert's one of the best linebackers ever. Jack Lambert.
But what's
He
the
li-
D
he
lineman
li-
that
he
played
literally
for the Dolphins
quarterbacked
got like
that-
150
He
sacks?
literally
white.
quarterbacked the steel
He
curtain
white. What's the white D
defense.
lineman that played for them got 150 sacks? And he played for the Panthers like his last 2 years.
I have no idea.
He was a
Let's
white boy
put
with long hair.
top of B tier. That's what I'm thinking.
Go honorable
They
mention.
got
What's
two.
the honorable
They
mentions?
got. Give me a second. Honorable mention, Steelers. Oh boy. So they said Rod Woodson didn't make it. I don't know who Ernie Stautner is. He didn't make it. Troy Polamalu, obviously, he was a, and Jerome
The
Bettis.
fact that Troy on
Henry
this
Smith.
list is fucking disgusting.
Bradshaw over Big Ben though.
Would y'all pick Bradshaw over Big Ben?
Never.
I
Yeah.
will.
Why?
Because
Because
I feel like it.
where are we putting the Steelers?
I think that they should be in. I honestly still think they should be in A, but probably in the back.
You
there.
can have two players from possibly the greatest defense of all time. the Steel Curtain.
I'm out, fellas. Appreciate y'all for holding it down. God damn it. I gotta go. I gotta hop on this shit for my stream. But god damn it, that Steelers shit disappointed me, man. How the fuck is Troy Polamalu? Troy Polamalu is a greater safety than Jack Lambert as a linebacker.
No, he's not.
I don't know about that.
I'm going.
No, he's not.
All right, let's speed run these final couple.
All right. Oh boy. Okay, let me get. Just give me 1 second. We're gonna start with the Chargers.
That's like Junior Seau, Antonio Gates, LT, and
You think they pull Phillip Rivers on there?
nah. I feel like there's someone else you can go. I just think. Yeah, I don't know who else, but those for the first three, I'm comfortable with.
Second.
Maybe Keenan Allen.
Wow. Okay. So theirs is LT, Junior Seau, Lance Allworth, and Dan Fouts is their list.
Oh no, Antonio
No.
Gates. Crazy.
No Tomlinson either.
LT
They
made
said
the list.
Oh, you said LT.
LT made the list.
Give me C2.
I'm surprised Antonio Gates didn't make the list.
Yeah, busted down on C.
Well, LT and Junior Seau are really good, actually.
Mm-hmm. Where are we putting them?
I like C.
Dan Fouts not moving me, and Lance Altworth. Yeah, C's fine.
I'm putting
It
them.
doesn't matter. I don't really care the order.
And then the Dolphins is
Dolphins. What would be in the Dolphins?
It's got to be some
Dan
dudes from that
Marino.
undefeated team.
Yeah, Dan
Marino,
Marino.
and then
Some
dudes on
undefeated.
that. I don't know the undefeated team.
okay. The Dolphins is Larry Zonka, Larry Little, Dan Marino, and Jason Taylor.
Yeah, so those three were on the undefeated team. I know one of them was.
Give me C
Yeah,
here.
yeah. C. That's pretty close to bordering D. I'm not gonna lie for me.
Dan Marino for sure carries.
Jason Taylor was great in the 2000s, and you got
The defensive player. Yeah, he was
the
solid.
defensive player. They only have one. They only have one. No, technically, yeah, 2 players from the 72 team. But I'll just put them in front of the Seahawks. We said the Steelers were in C. So the Jets is Don Maynard, Joe Namath, Curtis Martin, and Darrelle Revis.
Shit.
I'm not gonna hold you. This is a deer team. This sounds like a deer team, a D tier team.
I was gonna say D. Maybe
Yeah, Darrelle Revis
C.
hard carries.
Yeah, Darrell was making me think about C, but I'm not gonna lie. There, yeah, D.
Yeah, pretty much.
I still think that they're better than Jacksonville, though.
All right, and now Tennessee Titans. We got
Chris Johnson, Derrick Henry, Eddie George off the rip.
Eddie George, Derrick Henry, Chris Johnson not making it, and then
Chris Johnson not making it. What do you mean?
He's not. He's not on the list.
Yeah, he's not making it.
He's not on the list.
And Derrick Henry
Man, rush for 2K.
Just because when you're looking at the Titans running back core, like they're better running backs. Chris Johnson's not the best running back for the Titans.
Is
George
his name?
better.
Is
Derrick
McNair on there?
Steve McNair.
I can just read it to you. Yeah, Steve McNair is on there. Warren Moon is on there. Bruce Matthews and Earl Campbell.
Earl Campbell
was a dog. Earl Campbell was a dog, bro. They used to line up and know he was running the ball, and he still got yards, bro. It didn't even matter.
Say that list
that
again.
football life on was dope.
So Steve McNair, Warren Moon, Bruce Matthews, and Earl Campbell. I personally would have probably taken out Warren Moon for Derrick Henry, but that's just me.
I'll say B tier.
B tier.
Yeah, I'm fine with B.
All right, so that was our list. Let me put on the big screen so everybody can see. This is our list, our tier list for the Mount Rushmore, or the tier list for the NFL teams Mount Rushmore compiled by the NFL. We obviously had a few people that we would have liked to see instead. I mean, we had a few notable omissions, but guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in with us on Open Field episode 18. We will see you guys on Saturday, I believe. We'll probably have a pretty packed show. We'll figure out the topics and all that. But rest in peace to Kyrie Jackson. And thank you guys so much for watching. And we will see you guys next time. Later, y'all.
Peace.
Peace.